Kathy.
And I'm Missy.
And we're Two Needles Pulling Thread. We are finally back.
In the phone.
And Missy's going to mute her phone. So welcome back.
Hello, hello.
6 weeks.
6 weeks. It's a miracle that we even know what our channel name is.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Life is crazy.
you've been busy. We've been busy.
Mm-hmm.
Flosstube 31. It is Sunday, June 20. What did you write down? 25th. Gorgeous day, but I think we're going to have rain.
I think so. Again.
More rain.
And this week we're going to have rain.
And last week we had, well, yeah. I don't know anymore.
I wasn't here. No, I was here. See, I don't even know where I was.
We were somewhere at some point.
I don't remember.
Let's see. We've had, since we filmed last, we went to Celebrations.
Celebrations of Needlework,
You
Nashua, New Hampshire.
You went on vacation.
Went on vacation for 2 weeks.
Came home for 5 days, and we went to Stitchcon. So
And we've been home for a week-ish.
a week. We flew home a week ago.
Yeah.
So thank you to
So-
the Uber driver who picked us up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
But
That was early. It was actually 4. We were
we were
awake.
up
We
at
were
3,
awake
yeah.
at 3.
So
Well, one of us didn't sleep the night before, but
I slept great.
she did. So we have lots and lots to share. We have Stitchcon to talk about, trip stops to talk about. Kathy's got FFOs,
Haul, lots of haul.
life. First of all, happy birthday, Holly.
Yes, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And so it's been crazy. And it's just been nuts.
And we'll be back probably in a few days for.
In a few days, we'll talk about that at the end. Why we'll be back in a few days.
Also, tons of thank yous for everyone who liked the impromptu Two Needles Pulling Thread floss tubes on Instagram. Yes, that's my brother.
Yep, that would be my husband, and I don't know if he plans to stop, but I don't know how frequent it's going to be.
Yeah, so this is Two Needles Pulling Thread minus the professor.
Yes.
He had fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I had no idea. If you don't know what we're talking about, go ahead and follow us on Instagram, Missy_Timberlake.
Kathy.Walker.
And
They're not
so-
on, they were on my story, so they're not on my
okay.
pages.
So on my Instagram, my husband sent me a video of him conducting a floss tube with capital letters, do not post. So I didn't. I did ask, can I please? He said no, so I didn't. Then he sent a second one
the next day.
the next day. And I said, YouTube or Instagram? And he felt like less people would see it on Instagram.
Poor
Little does he know.
That I can share it. Then you, if someone knows how to share a story, I can't share your post, your posts.
Oh, so
Onto
Instagram
my page,
posts?
so-
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
But
So
yeah.
anyway, he's had fun with it, and it's been very entertaining.
Rob
so-
watched them all. He laughed.
Oh my gosh!
No, Rob will not be joining him.
No, they are probably our biggest enablers, really, truthfully. But anyway, so if you want to laugh, go watch them.
Which came first?
The project or the project bag?
I really thought he was going to pull out all your whips.
Yeah. Well,
He
I'm
didn't.
glad he didn't.
Yeah. So. All right. Want to jump in? We're going to touch on a lot of this.
We're
so.
going to touch on a lot of stuff. So let's do it.
All right. FFOs.
None.
A ton. Yesterday was FFO day, although some of these were
Not for
done
me.
a while ago. This one, I have to hold it together because we call it the ka-chunk machine. The
Kachunker.
See, I'm not afraid. I show my back. This was inspired by Missy
this.
because this is a Hobby Lobby frame that was $20, reduced clearance to $4.99.
I love it.
This is Primrose Cottage. I'm gonna guess that is
Vintage Country
Mocha. I stitched it a long time ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to get that.
So that came out of your
my stash, my
yeah,
box.
your finishes too. So
I
that's
love
good.
frames that have the hangers on both sides.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
like them
nice. That's really nice. Now where do we put things? Because I just sent
I
a
can't
picture
set it
of
down
this
'cause-
table to our...
That was a mushroom from Target. No big
Did
deal.
it break?
Nope. And if it did, I can screw it back together. So.
Okay.
This is an old one as well. I'm having a hot flash. This is a Helen D freebie pattern.
I keep saying I'm going to print all of these and I'm going to do them all, but have I done it?
I
No.
love them.
I love it.
I did this all in a toile. I did this a year ago.
Yeah.
Followed Vanna's tutorial. Love Vanna's tutorial on threads. They, to match. So easy. So easy. And I just had some fabric in my stash.
That's sparkly too.
I love it. I had fun with this. And I just did something different. It wasn't,
Yep.
I know I sent you a gazillion pictures. This is an old one from last year. I finally finished, and I want to say it is Manny Dodonna.
We're out of practice.
Sorry. I think it's Manny Dodonna.
You're right.
I got that last year at Celebrations, and I stitched that one. Added a button. Luminous Fiber Arts.
This is so cute.
Bluebird Salute, I think is what it is.
I don't know, but I love
Just
it.
simple red. Michaels and Hobby Lobby both sell ribbon packs of all different whatever, so I've been
Like
using
different
those.
cuts?
Yep.
Like
This one was
bundles?
fun. This was my Colorado Cross Stitchers summer camp stitch for June, and that was Stitch Something with a Bird. And I believe this is called Bird Sampler or Stitcher's Sampler. It was a weird pattern, but I loved it. I changed the
You know
colors
what?
to
I didn't
pink.
bring that finish.
You didn't.
I don't even know where it is.
We'll show it next time because I have a
Yep.
missing one. The black velvet on the back and just some more trim from a different pack. This was really, really fun. I stitched this on the plane.
See, you don't usually do pink, and I really do like that.
Yeah.
I've not really seen you stitch like
I
where
don't-
pink is your focus color,
And this was
but I like that.
Coconut Shell from Be Stitch Me.
Oh,
And
that's
that
a
was
nice one.
Priscilla's Peppermint. That was the new color
Oh,
released.
it's the new
Classic Colorworks.
Classic Colorworks.
And then I think this is Espresso Bean for the
We're gonna have a
birds.
lot of this brain.
Yeah. This is another old one, and I can't tell you who it's by.
Brenda Gervais.
Is it Brenda Gervais?
I think so.
I stitched this at least a couple of years ago.
At least.
And I just did the
My
styrofoam
favorite part is
block.
the little dog. I know. Isn't that cute?
This was a fun stitch.
I like it. Do you still have this pattern?
Maybe? I don't
Okay.
know. Styrofoam block. I just get them from the Dollar Tree.
Mm-hmm.
And
I like doing a block finish.
ribbon. It's all pinned. There's
You can
not
stick
there's-
them anywhere and they sit right up.
Yep,
And
there's not, oh, you can't see it, but there's not a lick of glue, and this is the easiest finish ever if someone's wondering.
I like it. You might have to pull that chart out because I've FFO'd so many things.
This one was the baby bunny that I had been stitching, and I got it done. And I just used pale pink, peachy pink ribbon to wrap the hoop.
That's for baby girl.
That's for baby E. I did lace the back. I'm trying to think what I would, oh, it was a different project. I had laced something all up, and then I realized I had to cut it all out and start again.
Ooh.
And the
Excuse me.
last one,
This is cute.
I stitched this even longer ago. This is Twin Peak Primitives. This was one of their exclusives. Patriotic Bunny Bike, I think it's called. And I used Helen D's stand-up tutorial. If you want to try a stand-up, follow that tutorial. It is so easy.
Like, let's show it. Like, this is your first stand-up, so let's
Show it off.
show it off and encourage people that this can be done.
Sparkly blue. It is so easy.
And you've got to whip stitch this, and if you're worried about it showing, then you've got this.
Ribbon. My whip stitches,
I mean, you
can show the
see
bottom.
the whip stitch.
I don't do
But
the
this
best
is
whip.
it's amazing, especially for the first. Well, heck, I mean, it's amazing anyway, but very nice.
So,
I think
honestly,
you need to do a drum next now.
honestly, if you follow
Chop,
the
chop.
tutorial, you can't go wrong because.
Helen has amazing tutorials.
All right, that's all my FFOs.
Okay, finishes.
Do you have any?
I have finishes.
All right, I'll let you chat.
All right, I have little finishes.
I have a missing finish, so you do too.
I know, I do too, but I did not iron anything. I'm sorry, Anne from, not that she watches us, but Anne from R&R.
Oh,
What's the name of that? Virginia.
the Virginia Stitcher? No?
Anne and Pat.
No, that's a different
Pat
one.
Ryan and Ann Roberts. What is the name of that Virginia L&S?
I don't know, they're all
You know,
yelling
just
at
tell
us.
me.
Just tap
You
the
know
screen.
who I'm talking about. Anyway, she talks about floss tubers. Please
know.
iron your fabric before you show your charts.
I don't.
Well, I didn't. So I did some really, like on vacation, I got quite a bit of stitching done. And I did little tiny things. So I did, this is Merry Making Mini 4th of July, heart and hand.
That was a fun one.
And it's really tiny. This is 20 count vintage country mocha. I did all my own, of course there's a seam there. I did all my own floss. And then I used the same colors for Sweet Wing Studios, Miss July. Did the same colors. I switched some things up a little bit.
She's pretty. A lot
That
of
was
people
a
are
lot of
stitching
fun.
her.
I gotta say that her eyes, the French knot eyes, she looks a little bug-eyed to me, but that's okay. And I did Happy Independence Day, Primrose Cottage Stitches.
That's coming to me.
It's in the giveaway.
I know it is.
Oh, okay.
I want to look at
I'm
it.
sorry. Now we said that word, right?
Ah,
That's
yes, that's
something
okay.
to look forward to. Again, I used my own floss colors, Vintage Country Mocha, 20 count,
This was a quick stitch for
1/1. It was really quick. It was very quick, easy. And I didn't bring the chart, but I have it at home, but I didn't bring it. And this is Bless Our Land, Plum Street samplers. This is a scrap of 18 count Ada, and I used all the called for threads. And I
That's
really
pretty.
like this.
I like that blue.
I want to say there was something I didn't.
Oh, the eagle is really cute. I didn't see him.
Maybe this wasn't it. There was something that was 1/1.
That's Dirty Teacup.
Oh, it might be. You're right. Maybe it was the other one, the My Home Sweet Home, which I forgot to bring. That had a 1/1.
Yes, 1/1.
And I ended up doing that one on Ada, and I left it on. Anyway, I'll show that next video. So those were my finishes.
Awesome. I had several starts and finishes.
Yeah, these were starts and finishes.
This-
I'm like, it's all meld together.
Yeah, the Stitcher sampler that I just showed was
That's
a
my
start
whole
and
life right
fisher.
now.
Start and a fisher. Start and a finish.
Fisher. Have some more coffee, Kathy.
You're one to talk. Let's stop and get a second copy. We had a great stitchy
So it's
morning.
my third coffee.
We had
did.
We had a stitchy morning this morning.
We got
so.
to have some time with our friends that we are lovingly calling the Library Stitchers, and Brandy and Emma from B&E Stitchery were there, and it was just really nice to be
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, and Shirley's
Really
house
nice.
is gorgeous.
Yeah, she has a beautiful home.
So this is my needle minder works. Really good. This is, I say it's a start and a finish because it's a 12.
Well, it's a finish for now, right?
It's an F,
Right?
finish, FFN.
Oh,
This
that's
is the Jingle All the Way, the Amy Breuken stitch along. So this was the first. It says number 2 because I skipped the words. I am not counting. I will fill the words in as it goes. So that is the second part. And why is there not a needle with this? That's kind of
Probably
scary.
in your bag.
So that is my first part. The next 2 have come out. They're in my haul. This is going to be so much fun. There's 2 patterns that release every other month. And this is Milk and Honey. I say it's Colorado cross stitch. She doesn't dye her own fabric, but that's where I bought it. That was a day after chemo. I was out of it, and all of a sudden orders were coming to my door, and I don't remember ordering any of
Well,
them.
but the interesting part was you were texting our group, our friend group, that you were buying fabric online, so we had written proof that you actually did
Oh,
it.
I have no doubt I did it. I just don't remember doing it. But it's beautiful.
This shirt is crazy.
So, Tammy.
Oh, she's wearing her dress,
I'm wearing my dress.
and she likes it.
Um,
Wear the maxi dresses, ladies.
Stitcher Sampler Journal. Okay. I finished Honey of a Tiny Town. And I think when Ashley was here yesterday, she may have scooped it up. with all our
Ashley,
stuff.
where is it?
I ironed it and everything. So this is Candy Claus by
I
Satsuma
love this.
Street. I had so much fun. I will stitch this again.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be done on perforated paper.
Ooh, you're a big girl. You said it right.
I did beading for the first time.
It's beautiful.
I
How
just
did you like beading?
Oh, it was so easy.
Yeah.
So easy. So I don't know if you can see his beads. Simple blue, light blue Ada from Hobby Lobby, the Artiste brand. 14
Very
counts, so
nice.
3 strands. And I think I'm going to make him
Oh,
into
you
a
do
stand
3 strands on 14
On
count?
14.
Yeah. You really do like it.
Yeah.
Dense.
I do.
Good.
And I will do him again. But he's going to be my next stand-up. Dun, 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 dun. Honey of a Tiny Town. Yeah.
I just got a notification from Target. Explore the new threshold with Studio McGee collection.
What is that?
Studio McGee is artwork that our friend Holly's daughter Alyssa. If you're on Instagram, you should follow Pop of Color
Pop of Color Project.
Pop of Color Project. She does amazing stuff, and she got me looking at Studio McGee.
She's had me looking at several things.
She's very
Yeah.
dangerous.
But
for
she's
my wallet.
she's great for
Anyway,
yeah. Gotta
Squirrel.
go follow her. So those are my finishes.
excellent.
You have starts. You have no
Well,
starts.
I had starts mixed in with I mean, it's been 6 weeks. I did all of.
Okay.
I started and finished all of that on vacation. So
Okay. I started Patriotic Tiny Town. That is the summer Tiny Town.
you can tell this is one of the first ones. It's not as dense.
Right.
It's not as crowded a town.
There you go. I'm not going to take it out. I know you guys have all seen them. Wow, that must be the way it's. My house looks.
Do you have a
My house
Leaning
looks
Tower
crooked.
of Pisa house?
Well, look at it. The way the roof is.
It's the way you have your
So
fabrics stretched.
this is on a piece
That's pretty.
of Grace Notes Fabrics 18 count Mojito Smoothie, which had a greeny tinge, but not in here. So I haven't worked on it in quite a while. I have it all rolled up.
Oh, I like that.
I know. I love it when Heart and Hand shows patterns on
Look
the
at this.
back.
I like that.
So they make them into drums. So these are not. These got to go in my box.
Yeah.
And then, oh, see, I did bring it. That's a whip. Everyday Things, which I believe is also a Heart and Hand. This was a market release. Sorry, crinkle, crinkle.
It's okay.
I use the key. I don't scan the key into GoodNotes,
I don't either.
so I needed the key.
Yeah.
But this is Everyday Thing by Heart and Hand.
I really want to stitch this.
I'm loving it.
Hint.
The only thing I'm not thrilled with is all the little dots.
Don't do them.
Well, I've done no, I haven't done any of them. And I had to change the color of the house. My husband
Because
picked
of your
the color.
fabric?
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is on, who knows, oh, hold on. Nope.
That's a floss. DMC floss number.
Yeah, that's what color this is.
Is this part of, Jody, out west? Cedar River Linens?
I don't know, I thought I wrote it down. Oh, wait a minute, it's 18. Nope, it's an unknown, piece of unknown. It was a piece
okay.
of scrap. I actually did write notes. So that is where I'm at. I know, it's hard to see. But you guys know me. Look, I'm doing the border, people.
Yay!
Doing the border.
Do you hear fireworks and angels singing?
It only goes around.
But it needs it.
Yeah.
It really does.
So I really, really like
Nice
these.
job.
I really, really like these.
I can't wait to stitch that.
Soon.
Hint.
Hint, hint. I took this on the plane, but I didn't do it on the plane. Did I stitch on the plane? We stitched a little bit, but not much.
You snoozed
I
on the way
tried.
home.
On the way home, yes. I throw these on the floor, you know what's going to happen, right?
Yep.
Welcome to the North Pole. I don't know who's doing this as a Sal with Primrose Cottage.
I'll show mine at the same time. How about
This
we do that?
is so much fun. So that's the first part. They're going to do one section a month from now until May,
I don't know,
June,
but
July,
I'm already
August,
like
September,
gotta get my
October.
rear in gear.
So I'm doing mine on 18 count dirty teacup.
And I'm doing mine in pieces on, help me out here, 32 count Platinum's Weigart Lugana. And I've done, so first of all, Primrose
Primrose
ladies, thank you so much for your kindness of sending a
Absolutely.
full kit for us to have. And
From
honestly,
Sheila.
I didn't have a plan to stitch this, but I'm happy to, and it stretched me to think about something different to do, which is really nice. And we were able to share patterns on Instagram, so that was fun too. So
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Absolutely, they're the sweetest. I worked on mine today. Oh, that's what
Go
you
ahead.
got done?
Yep, go ahead.
So I am half done
It's pretty.
section 1. I have over here to the and pole and the other pole. But I love these colors. You have changed your colors.
I've changed some of my colors. So I've done like 50-50 conversion. The blue is a little bright for me. So of course I switched it out. So I got to start in between vacation and Stitchcon. I am doing pillows, doing mine a little differently. I'm going to do, if you hear a big crash, it's a whole huge bag of cat food.
And Lily.
Is it open?
No?
Okay.
Not
So
yet.
I'm gonna do this as a pillow. I'll do the whole thing as a pillow. So the second one, I'm only going to do this part of the train without the elf. I can't do the people with the faces. So that will be a separate pillow. Here I'm gonna leave this off, crunch the tree in, and that will be a pillow. I'm only doing the cocoa stand as a pillow. I'm taking out the gingerbread house, moving the tree over.
See, I would do just what Emma said.
I know. To me, by taking out the gingerbread house, this is more quaint, old
Christmassy.
town Christmas to me, and I'm just doing the sled. So we'll see. I'm good at starting. I'm not always great at keeping up. As you can tell, that's all I have done for June.
That's okay though.
But I'm so far behind even on BOSME when we talk about that. So I have my pieces all cut. I have them all marked. I've written on them. I know. Who writes on their fabric? On the back. So this piece is for number 5 and 6. And
There you go.
it's going to be fun.
Oh, you already have your pieces cut out.
I do.
Oh, wow.
I had to do all the math and all that stuff.
Not me.
Okay, I interrupted your start.
No, that's okay. My last start is with Pam from Just Keep Stitching
Oh, I guess
and
that was a start. I had to go
hundreds of other friends. This
This
is
is fun.
Praiseworthy Stitches Courage.
Mhm.
This is hashtag Pam Survival Style. I am doing mine. This is Weathered Stone by Atomic Ranch.
Which is really pretty.
My colors.
Did you buy this at the fabric at Stitchcon? Or you already had it?
I already had it.
Okay.
And Justine from Welcome Stitchery, she was
so good at
she was
enabling
great.
us.
She knew what I
Helping.
wanted. I asked her, what she had for lime green. I didn't want it to be lime green, but I wanted to, have it in my colors, and sent me pictures. So she helped me pick out. I'm doing it in Weeks Dye Works Meadow and Weeks Dye Works Paris Green, and I don't have much, but it's a small start.
That's a good start considering it was Stitchcon.
Yeah.
You started it there, right?
No, I started it on the 11th with Pam.
Oh,
That was
okay.
our Sunday.
Okay.
So, but it's not much. I did have a whole motif right here but I was chatting at Stitchcon, and I put it in 2 stitches over and 4 stitches too
With
long.
Pam?
Nope.
Oh.
I was
so
probably
she
talking to
beside
Pam.
you. That's what I meant.
And I had to frog it all out, so I'm re-entering that one. But you can see the variation.
Oh, yeah.
And then my accents will.
So what's the other color?
It's the brighter green, and that will be my letters, the little
your
hearts. They're over there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So, but I'm gonna do the brighter colors in like the heart, the letters, some of the different smaller motifs, the birds, just to break it
Are
up.
you going to do anything unique with your letters, or do it as it is?
I'm going to change out the letters, and I believe it's going to be the either initials or first initials of basically my tribe,
Your supporters?
my supporters.
Okay.
I haven't quite thought that through yet. I do think it's very ironic that
Yeah, it's a PS.
PS. So
And share.
Lily is really interested. Oh, she's got friends now. That's Luna trying to get
digging
into
at
the bag.
So sorry, but they're just trying to get into the bag of food.
Yeah, because like, this Lily's right here. They're trying to, they don't have food over here. So those are my starts.
Whips. So I've been terrible with my BOSME, but one day between vacation and going to Stitchcon, I really, really had the urge, and I do love this, had the urge to pull this out, and it was one of my BOSME calls. Don't ask me when, but it was called
March.
A Patriotic Christmas Eve. I absolutely love this. I will not be stitching that thing on top of the clock, but I do love this, and I just sat and I just stitched and stitched one day, and it is just, I have threads on the back that, anyway, so you'll probably see those, and this is so much fun.
That tree is gorgeous.
Isn't it beautiful? And I'm just having it's just so much fun. So I did 2 of my 5 days because this was the night before we went to Stitchcon, when I didn't sleep.
Yeah.
Or I should say the night before we flew out to Ohio. And I was still tossing and turning at 11:30. I had worked on this. And I said, well, I'm getting up at 1:30. I'm just going to get up. I made coffee. I watched somebody on Flosstube, and I stitched for 2.5 hours. So in my book, that was stitching 2 days because it bled into 2 days.
Yep.
So I have
That cuts
really...
it.
What am I doing?
No, I said that.
Oh.
That makes it.
It makes it for me because
Yep.
it's
Your board, your rules.
it's how I get to work on it. So
That's awesome.
I did that, and then I have. This is actually. This is a new start. Whatever. I bought this while on vacation at Crazy Woman Mercantile in Gillette, Wyoming. And
Oh,
this
now
is,
I know what you were doing today. I didn't realize that was part of the house.
Yeah. So always remember Plum Street. I know I'm not taking it out of the thing.
Yeah, there's not much glare.
And then I realized that I really wanted to start this Memorial weekend, and I didn't have fabric and floss. And so a friend went to Gillette, went to Crazy Woman, and picked up all the floss and chose a fabric for me. And if I am not mistaken, this is a 28 count. I think it's a Swigart base Lugana, and it is Lily Pad. And
so
it's really hard to see just how green it is, but it is really pretty. This is going to be a big house because basically it's 14 count, but it's all those hidden, it looks like the hidden stars in the house. So I only have 2 more to do, and then I'll work on the windows and the door, and then I will fill in the house, which won't really be that much fill in
Right.
once that's all done.
I didn't realize that was the house.
Yeah,
Wow.
so it's kind of a big house.
And those flowers are awesome.
Those flowers are really pretty. I think I might do a little texturing in them and do maybe some rice stitching and some,
Look at you.
it's so easy, it's so fun though, and maybe some
Smyrna.
crosses maybe. So
There you go.
that's what I've been doing. Not a whole heck of a lot.
Hey, you've been doing a lot.
But you know what? I shopped a lot.
You did. Is that it for your whips?
That's it for my whips.
As
I look around here.
I had two, on top of all the others. And this may not, I don't know how much of this I showed the last time. This is A Stitcher's Garden by Tiny Modernist.
I say it every time, and I love your fabric.
And you're going to ask me what it is, aren't you? Refer back. I don't
know. I can't remember what you say every time I ask
this
you.
is Pistachio by
There
Fiber
you
on a
go.
Whim. And I don't know how much I had done the last time I showed it. I actually haven't worked on it in quite a while, but I know I worked on
Well,
it.
it's been a while. We could use a refresher.
So I know I got the ruler done, and I think I got the hoop and the little bobbin done.
Does the ruler have the little tick marks too?
Yes.
What does my daughter call them when she's measuring something?
It does, and I'm not sure. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I may just...
It's 4 checks long. Like that.
So then I need to move down. I need to finish the top and then move down.
That's
But I'm
fun.
plugging along at it. A little bit here, a little bit there.
That's fun.
I've been very squirrely with what I want to work on.
Ew,
And then,
oh,
Ooh. I don't want to unwind it all because it's not. Jenny! This is Mary Needleworker.
she's been pulling hers out
I
too.
know she has. And,
Okay, you gotta get Mickey out of the way. There you go.
hold on. I just don't want to lose my, never mind, lost my needle. Jenny helped me chart my name. Actually, she charted it for me. And now I'm just filling it in. But I have
Very nice.
all of this. So the skirt comes down to about here with some lace. Obviously, she'll have another boot. And there's words down
Holy
here.
cow.
But this skirt is going to take... So I do this on
a lot
my
of fill-in.
my brainless days.
Yeah,
that I
those
just,
long days at work and you just
Yep.
come home and stitch.
So, and I changed the color. I didn't like the color, so I changed it to one of the flowers colors.
That's very nice.
That's it.
I like it.
So I'm going to thread my needle back through here, and so I don't lose it. But that's all my whips.
Okay.
I'll put her in here. So I don't-
How you doing with BOSME?
Let's see.
I think I win on this for the
For-
least.
For June, I had Mary Needleworker. So I've done that. I've done my 4 hours. And then I had 4 hours on Daisy. I haven't even pulled that one out. And then we called numbers last night, and I have 4 hours on Berry Patch and 4 hours on the Stitcher from Luminous Fiber Arts. So I get a win on that one. I'd finished that one months ago.
Oh,
But
that's
remember-
right, you did.
I finished it in FFO.
Yep,
It's
you
hanging
did.
on my door.
Well, there you go.
So
What is Berry Patch?
the Liz Matthews with the little bunny and all the
Oh,
flowers.
yes. That's nice.
I started
too.
that at 12 by 12 on New Year's Eve.
Okay.
That's
That is
where
a
a
nice
lot
one,
of my
too.
whips came from, was 12 by 12.
Nice.
So
Well,
I'm not too bad. How
The
about you?
last time we were here was May. And called for May was Ladybug Daisy, Mill Hill. I pulled it out one night and said, nope, not doing it. And the Christmas Sampler, which I Heard the Bells is what I've been calling it, by Heartstring Samplery. Haven't touched it. June called for was a block or 5 days on Fall on the Farm. Didn't touch it. Sampler for All Seasons, 5 days or Another House in 2 Lines. Haven't
Yeah,
touched
you did.
it.
You did that one.
This is the second time it's been called.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I was trying to boost your ego a little.
I know. And for July was called Hands-On Designs Philanthropic Pumpkin. And I need to stitch half the pumpkin, and I actually have quite a bit of that stitch.
You have more than half of that stitch.
So maybe in the 5 days. So I might get the whole top stitched.
Yep.
If I do it. And another block or 5 days on Fall on the Farm. So basically I am the last card, not even on the lead lap. But that's okay.
Once again,
I'm
board.
just going to plug along and I'm not in it for a win.
Yeah. Yeah, because I haven't done May. May was clean my craft room or my time on Frosty's Night Out.
Yeah.
And I can't wrap my head around
Yeah,
that one right now. So,
it's okay.
yeah.
It's all right. November will come around and you might be like, oh, I really want to stitch Frosty.
I'm actually thinking about maybe like Christmas in July. We've talked a little bit about
Yes,
that.
we have talked about that. And actually,
July's next
write it down because we will probably be coming back to you before July 1st. Not sure, but maybe that's what we can do is we can talk about that.
Yeah. Oh,
Special edition. Yeah. So that's where I am with BOSME. I don't know. I think our New York girls are up to date on all
I think
of
so.
theirs.
And that was
Tracy
so much
might be
fun.
Too.
We
We
got to
meet
them.
Meet them.
Yeah.
Andrea and why is that escaping me? Janine? Jan? I think I was confused. I kept calling her Janine, and then when I met her, I think she goes by Jan.
Yes.
Am I right?
I don't know. Look at your phone. My phone's over there, so.
I don't want to get anyone's name wrong. And it was so fun to meet them finally.
We are so. Can't be that far down.
It's not. It's right here. But I just want to find the people.
Jan.
See, I was calling her Janine. So Jan. You're right.
So.
And Andrea.
They were so
Sorry.
much fun.
So that was a lot of fun. We'll talk. We have
About
lots to
Stitchcon.
talk about when it comes to that. So that was BOSME. Flosstube Buddy. I know you haven't had a chance to watch them yet.
No, I've
and
watched them-
honestly, I've like watched this much of Flosstube in 6 weeks. You have heard a lot of people talk about them. You probably are already watching them. I have to make sure I'm not drinking or have to pee when I watch them.
Like drinking anything, not just drinking. Just
Right, liquids.
Just, yeah, just clarifying. that.
Anything. Floss, Bossin cousins.
They're a hoot.
Oh my word. First of all, I can relate to them because of their relationship with each other. It's much like Kathy and I. So I am drawn to that to begin with. And then their family stories. Sometimes I'm laughing and spitting my water out. Sometimes I'm shedding tears with them. Just absolutely love them. Christy and
What is she called? What's the nickname?
Ilbert.
Ilbert.
Oh my gosh. Callie.
Yes,
Christy
you
and
just
Callie.
told me that. We were just talking about them.
Sorry, I'm having a hot flash. They're from Alabama. They're beautiful stitchers, absolutely beautiful stitchers. They have amazing, generous hearts. You can tell that right out of the gate.
I watched a little tiny bit,
And
but not.
just funny. And Callie, if you watch us, I got to tell you, I turn the volume up so that I don't miss your zingers, your one-liners, because you're just like Stoneface when you say it, and I'm dying. We love you girls, and yes, eventually we would love to get to a place where we're all together and stitching.
Absolutely.
I was talking to Christy last night. She was asking me a question about something, and we would love to do that at some point. So go check them out. They do. I think they do a video like every other week. I think
Something.
on those lines. And so yeah, we've been telling everybody about you, and so go check them out. Floss, Bossin cousins, Callie and Christy.
Awesome. And we're still plugging along with June with our designer spotlight.
Yes.
So-
We know that we're into June, and but you know, typically we talk about our month. Each month we have a chance twice to talk about our designer spotlights. That didn't happen this time, but go check out ArtsyHousewifeShoppe on Instagram. Her name is Gigi, and
Oh, here, I'll do this.
oh good.
Am I holding my hand over it or?
Yeah, but on not Instagram.
Etsy.
On Etsy, she is Artsy Housewife Shop, SHOPPE.
Yeah.
So the old way. She has several designs. They are beautiful. I think there's a little something for everybody.
Yep.
She graciously gave each of us a chart, and we got those the other day.
Yes, it was so gracious of you.
She is also going to, she will gift a chart to one of our viewers. So if you are interested, once you go check her out, if you are interested in that, no,
Yep.
we need something for.
Yep. So the chart that, and she had us pick.
Yep.
And I ended up choosing Bedelia Bunny.
So look at the eye.
I know.
It's so realistic.
I love it.
Isn't that pretty?
And it looks big, but it's not. And I think that's what drew me to it. Is it's just be summery and springy and all the time. Mine is 96
so
by
basically
94.
It's square, so
Yeah.
that's not huge.
Yep.
And I chose one that's more on a sampler end. When I look at this really quick, I think Noah's Ark.
Yep.
I have to really look at it. And mine is called Be Done in Love. Let all you do be done in love. And again, it's 95 by 128. It is beautifully done. Very, very pretty. I just noticed there's chickens on this.
There is?
Yep.
Oh, that's funny.
So pretty. And what I can tell you about her charts is that for the size, when it printed 5 pages. I was like, oh, nice big charts, nice clear. The
Icons.
legend is nice and clear. The symbols are nice and clear.
There's not
and
a
then
lot
you get a
of-
whole page that's just about the chart, which I
Yeah.
appreciate also. And she
gives a color conversion.
She
to
does give a
DMC.
color conversion on her bottom to DMC, on the bottom of the sheet. Classic Colorworks, DMC, Gentle Arts, Weeks Dye Works, a good variety, or you could do strictly DMC. So I appreciate when we get these pages. I like that.
Yeah, and
I
she
like
doesn't
that-
have
I
a
like
lot
that
of
sort information.
very similar icons that she uses. So
Right.
you're not looking, is that an X or is that a,
Yeah, and she has a chart that has. I toyed between this and the Blackbird.
I looked
you
at the
too?
Blackbird too.
I thought you would have chosen the Blackbird,
I
but
almost
the bunny
did.
is adorable. So it's really sweet chart. So
Yeah.
go check her out. Gigi on Instagram, the Artsy Housewife, and this is Artsy Housewife
Shop.
Shop on Instagram.
Yeah. So if
And,
it's something you're interested in,
Yeah.
in the comments.
Yep.
House.
Yep. Sure.
Use the word house. And thank you, Gigi. That was so generous of you. And we will put you in touch with Gigi, and you can work out the chart.
Yeah. Now, we've already talked about we're going to have a special edition floss tube here in the next few days. You will have until our regular
Yes.
floss tube for this.
Yep. So floss tube 30
Floss tube 32.
is extra. Oh, yes. 32 will be the extra.
So in floss tube 33 is when we will announce the recipient of that PDF.
Yep.
So you will have some extra time.
Some couple weeks anyways.
And
so.
then that also is nice because we will be talking about a July spotlight, but we'll be talking about her again one more time at the same time.
Yes.
Because I feel like we'll actually give her some extra showcasing.
Yep. So
Because we chose to roam the countryside.
yeah.
So that was BOSME and our floss tube. And before we get into all the extra stuff, do we want to do
Yep,
this?
you can do that. It's
All right.
there.
So the 3 patriotic charts that I finished and showed. Kathy, you actually got a chance to stitch that one too, right?
I stitched it first.
Yeah. Gifting these, and I'll make sure you get that to stitch, and then we'll send it out, or unless you're all set,
we're all-
whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
I may have it if I look in my stash.
oh, you might.
Yeah.
You might. Because, we do that.
If I could
So-
have access to your pattern
Oh, X-Stitch Plus.
X-Stitch, and you
I
could have
know.
access to mine.
I know.
So
This is a little 4th of July pack. We are going to mail this out to somebody. If you are interested in this, just please comment July. This is a quick turnaround one. So we will pick a recipient at our special edition this week. So it's going to be quick.
the end of the week.
The end of the week-ish. So that's what we're aiming for. So July for this, choosing very quickly, house for the Artsy Housewife in Flosstube 33.
Awesome.
So passing the stash on that. So there's that.
Yeah. That's
Woo,
funny.
I feel
I
like
printed
very
that
much.
off and now I don't know where I put it.
Oh,
So I'm
it's
glad you
okay.
printed it off.
I'll let you talk about it.
All right.
Well,
The cats just love each other.
how many times have they done that to me?
I don't know. You've been doing what else?
And you're not going to edit that out, are you?
Oh, they're in
Hey,
the windows fighting.
Children.
That's Lily. Lily doesn't like Luna. Luna wanted to be in the window. Ooh, look at Luna's hair on her back.
Luna.
Yeah. Anywho, so looking at the math on the back of the chart.
I know.
So Katie, the Naptime Stitcher,
Hi, Katie.
and we were chatting. Katie and I were chatting because I'm a goofball, and I asked her if she was doing an Olympic thing this year because for some reason I was insistent that the Summer Olympics.
She must think that we have absolutely no clue because I had also asked her that like the week before.
I swear I thought the Summer Olympics were this year.
2020 threw me all off when they
Right.
did not do the Olympics and then they did some like back to back.
Right.
I have no idea what's going on.
So
She was like,
yeah, we really do have a clue mostly. So she wanted to do a challenge, so she's put it out there. It starts tomorrow.
oh my word, I got to figure out what I'm doing.
So this is called the Summer Stitches Challenge, and you can find that it's hashtag Summer Stitches Challenge, and you can go on to Katie the Naptime Stitcher's Instagram. And this is what you're looking for. Great graphics. She's listed it all out, and she also has a chart, a form that you can fill in what you're you're doing.
I had technical difficulties,
Yeah.
meaning me,
Yeah, Dropbox.
doing that, so I
Right.
ended up screenshotting and
Yeah.
printing that.
So tomorrow is School's Out. Stitch something with letters or words. It doesn't have to be a new start. It can be
Yeah.
whatever you want. The 27th, stitch something with water. That's pool day. 28th, sandcastle. Stitch something with a house or a building. You're golden. 29th, catch fireflies. Stitch something with an insect or a jar. Oh, Mary Needleworker. I can do that. That's got
There you
bugs.
go.
The 30th is block party. Stitch something with a border. In my case, you don't. No, it says stitch something with a border. It doesn't say you have to stitch the border.
She is a professional at circumventing, let me just tell you.
Yes, ma'am. And Saturday the 1st is take a hike. Stitch something with a tree or a plant. And then it goes on. So
On
it's
and
2
on.
weeks. So this is what you're looking for. Go check it out. I'm going to play. You're going to play, aren't you,
Yeah.
as best we can?
Yep.
So keep an eye out on our Instagrams, and go see Katie the Naptime Stitcher. And she's got other things in her Etsy shop. That, you know,
Yeah,
if you're
she has
interested
some
in that,
great PDF
yeah.
things.
So we're excited about this one. Stay in the AC, stitch something with snow, stargazing, summer loving. She's done a great job with
Yeah,
this challenge.
it's really neat. Summer loving, happy so fast.
And
Don't ban me,
yeah,
YouTube.
we're gonna get in trouble for that.
Ding me.
So,
All right.
So this
there's
is
that.
this is the time when you go get a drink, pause the video, go to the bathroom, grab a snack. Missy's been gone for 6 weeks and hit a ton of shops.
Yes.
I only hit a few, and I got a basket.
But you could still rival my haul, probably.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, how are we going to manage this? We're going to do pre-Stitchcon haul, or are we just gonna? Are we going to talk
Yeah,
about?
let's do pre-Stitchcon.
Okay.
Can you tell we really planned this? And then let's talk Stitchcon.
Okay.
How's that?
I want to do some Stitchy kindness first.
Okay.
Because that's not. I found it.
She looked through that basket 3 times. And Ashley, she blamed you for taking it.
Sorry, Ashley. This is Honey of a Tiny Town. So
I like the bees.
I found it. It was rolled up, so it was actually under this. So we did receive some Stitchy kindness from Jen. And that we will just leave it at
Yeah,
Jen. She
yeah.
sent us some beautiful patterns to keep or give away. We're going
Yeah.
to do a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But I did want to share. She sent me
This
this
is
beautiful pillow. It says, "Life is tough, my darling, but so are you." And I will be honest, there was tears shed when I got this. Absolutely gorgeous.
That
I know
is
right where it's going to
beautiful.
go. So thank you so much.
That's very
And
nice.
she knows the who's, what's, and whys.
We have been the recipient of a lot
Yeah.
of kindness
Yeah,
in the
and,
last week and the whole year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, absolutely. So, thank you. I know where it's going to go. As soon as my bowl gets here, it's going to go right in the middle of my
Oh.
bowl. And
nice.
yeah, there's some patterns we want to stitch.
Excellent.
I think the rest is haul. Although this, I guess this would count as Stitchy Kindness, right?
Oh, yes.
Jenny from the Bougie Stitchers is loaning me this pattern.
I think she gave it to you.
Oh, you okay?
I think you can check
Okay.
with her, but
So I bought fabric and floss to go with it. I'm so excited, and I can't wait to start this one. I don't know what I'm going to do in July. Whether it's going to be a little bit of everything, because you know I need more starts. Like, oh, in the head. But I bought all the floss. That will be here later.
where did you buy the floss? At Craft Gallery?
Craft Gallery.
Okay.
So
Yes.
so thank you, Jenny. I can't wait to stitch that.
Excellent.
So you want to do your?
The only haul I have that was not Trip Shop Stitchcon related is I got my, which I mean, you probably have seen this, and I've used a few of them in some projects. So this is
Mike
my,
showed them too.
Yes. In Color and Cotton.
How many?
I don't know if they commented, but I think somebody from Color and Cotton commented.
How many thread clubs can there be for June?
Yes. So this was, I get the primitive 5 skeins and I get the all color 10 skeins. Well, yes, but
Comes 2 and 2.
yeah. So really fun names. This one I've used 2 of them, so I'm not really sure what they were, but this one is Gingham and Shaker
Oh,
Box.
that's gorgeous.
Spool. That has some nice variegation in real life. So there's that, and I don't care that they stay in the packages because they just get hung up when I get home anyway. And I'm making a mess.
That's okay.
Macrame.
That's actually got some variegation. You can
Yeah,
see
it
it more
does.
in the. You can see it more in the computer on
That thing.
that thing. Yeah.
The buttons.
I love their themes now.
I do too. Thimble. The bobbins. Patchwork. This is really
That's
pretty too.
gorgeous.
And then in the primitive, these are fun too. I'm gonna go with this mess again. Featherweight. Looks black, but
It's variegated.
it is. So featherweight. Iron, as in ironing your clothes. Paisley.
That's pretty.
The burlap. These are all my colors. And embroidery hoop. That's not quite what it looks like, but
It's a little
okay.
browner.
So that's
You
the
did
only thing I have for haul.
No,
that's-
you bought stuff at Celebrations.
right, but we're gonna talk about celebrations, right? I meant like that came to my house that
Oh, okay. Ooh.
and I forgot to bring my Como Stitches bag, but you know, I have a thing with those, even though I make bags. Because they're wonderful.
Okay, mine's all Celebrations.
Every bit of your haul is celebrations?
Celebrations and
No. Okay.
Stitchcon. If I did, it was a couple of PDFs. I did buy some Matilda PDFs from
Oh yeah.
Chrissy, the farm girl.
Yep.
Chrissy, finally a farm girl, and I bought some PDFs from Stitches by Ethel. So,
that's
and I
right.
haven't printed them off. I just downloaded them right to my iPad.
So May 19th, because we filmed on the 17th. So
Yeah.
we went to Celebrations of Needlework in Nashua, New Hampshire. We talked about going there and what it all meant.
Yep.
And we met, a friend of ours rode with us, and
That was so much fun.
that was so much fun and unexpected. An unexpected person to go with us, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
We had so much fun. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And then we went to lunch with several people that we met up with: Chris and Jane, Boss Stitchers, B&E Stitchery, Emma and Brandy, Jan,
Deborah.
Tracy. No, Tracy didn't go.
Yes, she did.
No, she didn't go to Celebrations. I know we're forgetting people.
Yes, we are, because who sat right next to me?
I know.
Nancy. Nancy
Oh, yes.
sat right next to me. And then on this side was, oh my word.
Jane sat between you and me.
Okay. Yeah, we just had it.
Remember, she had the best burger ever.
Oh, that's right.
It was delicious food.
Lots of laughs.
Just so much fun. And that really was,
And we ran
those are
into
the
a lot.
highlights. You'll probably hear a common thread here. We spent money.
We laughed.
We
We
enhanced our
cried.
stash, and just time with friends in this community, and we have seen the love and been shown the love, and I hope that that's what we're doing also.
Yeah.
We just had a great time. I stayed within my budget.
I went
I
without a
even
budget.
came home with money
I didn't have a budget.
because
so
I was leaving the next day on a jet plane.
leaving. Oh, we're gonna get in so much trouble singing.
Oh my gosh. So, celebrations. Go ahead.
All right. The first spot
And I'm missing some things I couldn't find. They're
We-
somewhere in my room. Oh.
It's hard, honestly. You hear Flosstubers say, "I put it in a basket for filming." Well, we really try to do that,
Oh, I didn't because my room's a mess.
and then we want to play with it. And so I'll start with somebody out of the blue. You remember who?
Oh, was that Lou?
Mary Lou.
Was that Mary Lou?
Gave me some bee fabric. She had made something out of and handed me that. That was her leftovers. Kathy's having a hot flash. I'm looking for a specific piece of paper. Sorry, unorganized.
She needs a fan.
Yes, I do. They gave us this cute little pattern. Today is a good day to stitch.
Yep.
So
That was fun.
they have a nun stitch. I didn't look at this. See, I put it in a box. So I did not purchase anything from Laura's Fabric, but prior to that, when we filmed, I think it was the last time, Holly had picked me up some fabric that we had never heard of Laura's Fabric. Well, this is Laura's Fabric. She is so sweet in person. She said if you're looking for something, send her, like if you know DMC colors that you want combined or whatever, tell her the colors and she can custom make it for you. And
So
her,
we should say that whose daughter she is. It's RETM's daughter.
that's right. So, screenshot that, pause, go take a look.
Sweet young lady.
Sweet, sweet.
Doing a fantastic. And actually, we've seen her fabrics at Craft Gallery.
Yes.
Carlton was taking care of the fabric when we were there, and he commented how beautiful it was.
This is what I was looking for.
Okay. Yeah, I have a piece of their fabric. I thought I bought 2 pieces of fabric from them, but I can't
Okay, so
find
I'll
it.
share this. I'll share that when you do
That's
that.
fine.
So I'll start with the patterns that I got. This is from Silver Creek Samplers. She was the sweetest woman.
She was so fun. Diane was so
yeah.
fun.
I
loved her booth.
I have the shirt that says introverted. She had a handful of those. I love it. It says introverted but willing to talk about cross stitch. The same as her pattern. But
I
she
bought
had
this,
this Liberty, and it's a little scissor fob. And I made a comment and I said, "Oh, it must be on linen," and she said, "No, it's on 16 count Aida." And I said, "I love you." So I can't wait to do that. And this has everything in it. And I didn't notice it had the star charm. And that's what she's using as a floss drop.
Oh. Well, that's fun.
Yeah. And it's got a little teapot. So I bought that. I can't tell you the booths I bought things in because I honestly don't remember. Heart and Hand Cuckoo Bird Sampler. I don't know what possessed me. I really, really don't.
Do you have the one on the back?
No,
Hummingbird?
I do not.
You probably should add that to your list.
And
What do they use called for fabric for the, not fabric, but, so Weeks Dye Works Bark.
and it's too
Or 3021.
it's too bland for me. There's a surprise, right?
Too
So
prim for you?
yeah.
Okay, that's
So I bought some
All right, my
threads
shoes
and
are
they're
coming off.
iffy. So this is Spirit of Christmas by Leela's Studio, set 2.
You got that at Stitch New England.
Stitch New England. I got a lot of these.
Stitch New England had an amazing booth.
She did, and that's the first place we hit.
Yep.
So I love all of these.
Well, 2 or 3 times, but that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
first place we went.
yeah. And you bought set 1, right? Tiny Modernist, the Black Crow.
That's
Can't
so
wait.
pretty.
It's so cute. And it's not, it's 66 by 66. So,
It'd be a cute small.
yep. This came from Romy's Creations, but I bought it. I did not buy it at Romy's Creations, however. I was impressed that there was 3 Italian designers. They came
Yeah, they
all
seem
the
to
way
come
from
every year.
Italy.
Yeah.
Yep. But this is Welcome Summer. You'll see why in a minute. Had to have it. And someone told me that this is hashtag Flamingo Summer. I just saw that this morning.
I haven't heard anything about that.
This one I got from Barefoot
You know what
Needle
would be
Art.
fun too? Is have a felt
Oh yeah.
wing
I
or
never
a
thought
wool
of that.
wing.
Oh yeah. If you can find hot pink.
Sure.
This is from Barefoot Needle Arts. This is called Cardinal Way, and I think I will stitch it on the petit point.
I loved that booth and those ladies.
They were so much fun, and that's what I
They're
want
out
to
of
talk
Myrtle
about
Beach.
with
Yeah.
Emma from B&E Stitchery. The fabric she got isn't the petit point, but it's got smaller dots, random,
Yeah.
and that's going to be really, really pretty. Didn't know I had this because I had
Forgot you bought it.
Yeah. So this is hot cocoa from Primrose Cottage. I just thought it was so cute,
It is.
and I already own it. So
Oh, that's what you meant.
yeah, I already own it.
Oh,
And of course, Heart and Hand, Seaside Tiny
this
Town.
was the hot item there.
I do believe our group wiped Pam out of her
I think so.
Seaside Tiny Town. I love that pelican. I did see someone did another color conversion,
Oh, really?
but I do like these colors. So, and the little crabs.
Was that conversion more bright or?
It was.
Oh.
Like this was bright, bright.
Oh, okay.
So, but that was my patterns. I did hit Romy's Creations for some threads. Bless you.
Excuse me.
I only bought 2. Mistletoe and Poppy.
Holy cow, Missy.
And this one is...
Oh, those are pretty.
Well,
Look at that, though.
someone thought I could do that bird sampler in this.
Oh,
Or maybe a green.
I
But,
like that idea.
so I may try it. It's just different enough. It's not like screaming bright. And I
And
wanted to...
particularly because you do your crosses 1x at a time,
Right.
you would really get a nice variation.
Yeah. So, and I wanted a nice green, and I wanted to try her threads.
Yep. They're a cotton thread, right?
Yep. I got Sun Dried from Weeks Dye Works. Do you know why I bought these?
I don't remember.
Oh.
Were you trying to figure out what you wanted to do for the Emily call?
I think so. But Sun Dried.
That's really pretty.
It's really, really pretty. And I can see me using that maybe on Santa's sleigh on North Pole.
Yeah.
And then Red Grape and Emma's Pink.
Again. And I brought you 2 from Colorado Cross Stitcher that you said,
Yep.
I might use those. Did
Yep.
she use a red or a pink?
No, went with blue. But this was for a flamingo.
Oh, yes.
But I don't remember. But I when can you not use floss?
That's right.
And then I bought fabric. This was from
Needleworker's Delight.
Needleworker's Delight. I bought 2 pieces.
I didn't buy any fabric from them this year.
They didn't have what I was hoping for.
Yeah, they didn't have
but
what I
these
was
are
looking
14
for, but
counts.
they had a lot of other fabric.
And these were like $3.75.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Little pieces.
Summer Sunset.
That's pretty.
That's really close to what it is. And I just thought it was neat. And then I don't believe
Oh,
this
I know
one's
it.
named. But
Doesn't even have a tag.
no, but
Oh,
what do you guys think?
here we go.
The
I
bird?
bet that would fit on there. You're gonna give it the bird.
By the way, I got the bird yesterday because apparently I can't pull up in the so someone could go to the window. I mean,
Oh, that's plenty big enough.
the speaker at the drive-through. So
Well, you know, sometimes when people don't get their coffee, it is a little.
I've learned working in a
Very
bank
14.
that you don't mess with people's money or coffee.
So 6 3/4 by 6 3/4, basically, that's plenty
Yep,
to do it.
I might try that.
And a new start has been born.
And then these all came from. No, they didn't all come from. These two came from Pam's shop, Stitch New England. And I got big ones. Weathered Stone. That's the same thing I'm doing. Have I cut this already?
I don't think you have.
Oh, apparently I like Weathered Stone because that's what I'm doing the cancer project on. I haven't cut it.
Half yard.
Maybe I did. I don't know. Weathered Stone by Atomic Ranch. And Prairie Land by Atomic Ranch.
Ooh, I saw a lot of that.
So, Prairie Land.
Yes, you did cut it.
Oh, phew. I was thinking, did I buy it twice?
Yeah, well, wait till you see what I got to color on
Yeah.
cross stitch.
I love this, and that's why I bought. You can do so much on this.
Oh, yes.
It's a little browner than what it's showing.
Yeah, it
but-
is. It almost has a pinkness to it.
Yeah.
Or like a sandstone pink. Very pretty.
And then from Barefoot Needle Art,
This is nice.
I've always
And
wanted
their
to try to.
fabrics were beautiful.
They were. I always wanted to try to dye it this color, and I've never been successful. So this is called Beach Days, and that is really, really close.
And the lady, so it's a couple, 2 ladies in this who own this together, and one of them does the fabric dyeing, and she said whatever comes to her.
Yep.
There's like no set.
They do a fabric of the quarter
So while she's talking, if you want to take a look at that.
in whatever fabric you like, Lugana, linen, Ada.
Mm-hmm.
It's fabric of the quarter, not of the month, so
Yeah.
you're not stuck into, getting one every month. And I said, do you do colors or neutrals? And she said, it's whatever I feel
Yep.
like dyeing at the time.
Yep.
I'm going to actually check it out because our friend Jan liked their fabric. Really, really liked
Really
their fabric.
really like their
But
fabric.
It's not, it's just gorgeous. I mean,
But she only buys fabric when she can see it in person.
and I don't blame her.
And where we live, that's very difficult. So when she gets to celebrations, she enjoys buying fabric.
Because I don't think this would show up like it as beautiful as it's still not
Yeah.
showing up as beautiful on
Yeah.
here, but I'm wondering if Tiny Town, how
Oh. And another start was born. I think you have to do it. Open that up and see what's this right here.
oh, I thought you meant this, and I'm like, yeah, it's got beads in it.
Oh yeah, because that's clouds and sky written all over it.
Yep.
Very
Look, the
nice.
Pelican has a bird in its mouth.
Aw, this is not a baby.
I did get a couple of needle minders and a scissor fob while I was there. I did buy one for Ashley as well. It's a little black cat in a cup.
Oh, you're funny. You haven't given it to her yet.
No, this one's mine. I gave her hers already. That's from Romy's Creations. This was from Pick a Booth. But
Yeah,
this is
it's a
Lady
Lady
Dots.
Dots.
And it says, just a girl who loves Christmas. It's kind of hard to see, but it's got a tree and snowflakes
That's really pretty.
and a gingerbread man and a
Mittens, all
mittens
kinds of
and
cute
whatever
charms.
he is, a nutcracker. And then, of course, I had to get a couple of needle minders because, you know, I don't have enough. Cross stitch.
I don't think I even looked at. Well, I did get. I
You
don't
got
have
one
it
here.
with me, but I
Yeah.
got a patriotic
Yeah.
one.
So I think that's it. The only other thing I have I did have some non-haul was I like to use these as floss rings. And I found out you can get them in Hobby Lobby in their jewelry department.
For a fraction of the cost, probably.
Yep, $5.99 versus whatever they are, and if you get them on sale, they're $2.99. So that's it. That's it for this round
For
of
celebrations.
Yes.
So at celebrations, I got
You had to go back and get this.
Summer House Stitchworks Fragments in Time 2023 Berlin Woolwork, and it's number 2. And I just love that sweet little deer.
How many of you went back and got that after lunch?
I already had it, but others went back and got it.
You showed it then, and
Yes.
someone went back.
So I got that. I got Spirit of Christmas set 1.
I really struggled over which one to get, so
I love that ice skate.
yeah.
So I love that. You could do that on perforated paper. And I got Silver Creek Samplers All American Bee, and it's called Freebie.
That's nice.
And I really like that.
The only thing I would change is I would not put the smile on the bee.
Oh, I might not do that.
Isn't it funny how you see things?
And I got this for Kathy, but she doesn't know it. Pocket Round Bee.
Aw.
Well, she knows it now.
I know it now.
And Brenda Gervais, this was my last, I didn't see that, gonna buy it. Forever and Ever. In my heart, forever and ever. And when I start this, I think that, I think what I will do is this will be an homage to mine and my husband's grandmother's. And I will just put their initials somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know why that came to me, but
I'll
that's
stitch
what
that.
I'm gonna do.
I want to stitch that too.
Okay. And I got a half yard because I love this. Mike showed this in one of his videos. And I'm thinking, please don't cut that. Atomic Ranch is freeze, and I have a half yard of it.
And that's not the
Because
first
I've-
time you've bought that.
Nope, but I had freeze in 18 count, and I've used almost all of it. So I had to have that. And I thought I got 2 pieces of fabric from Barefoot Needle Art. I'm not sure. No, I didn't. This is Dirty Pirate, and I bought it strictly for the name.
They had
And this is a fat quarter. And I love this, actually. By
they
Dirty
have some
Pirate.
gorgeous. I'm amazed at their fabric.
Well, they're at Myrtle Beach. They're on the beach, and most of their names are fun,
Yep.
beachy, ocean vibe.
Yep.
So Dirty Pirate. Several people went and bought some Dirty Pirate. That was celebrations.
That's awesome. We had so much fun.
it was
a great day.
a fun day.
We went to Hobby Lobby afterwards. We ran
Yep.
into Deborah.
Some more people that
And-
we got in trouble with.
Yep. Deborah, you have not started North Pole, but you bought all the threads at Hobby Lobby that day. Remember?
Oh, that's
Lorna?
right.
So
That's
come on.
right. So remember, maybe she did start it.
Nope. I talked when I saw her at Stitchcon.
Oh, she didn't.
hadn't started
She didn't
it
start
yet.
it at Stitchcon. So, here we go.
This is you.
Tripperize. So, as far as our trip goes out west, it's a must see. It was just amazing. We had the best time. I posted lots of pictures on Instagram. Go take a peek. Talked a little bit about each day in the trip. It was incredible, from the people to the things we did to the things we saw and the food we ate. I gotta say, I didn't realize exactly how much of beef country South Dakota and Wyoming would be. Why wouldn't I know that?
Right.
I mean, it's like cattle country, right? Just amazing, amazing. And we saw a lot of things, and we did a lot of things, and it just was just what we needed. So, we flew out the day after, so that was Saturday the 20th, and we landed in Denver and planned to spend the night there because we were going to drive about 6 hours north to South Dakota, to Rapid City. So we had time to kill, and we might as well go to Colorado Cross Stitcher.
Maybe.
Mike took a nap. I shopped. So,
I haven't seen all that she got yet.
nope, you haven't. And I kind of have these a little out of order. Not a little out of order. A lot out of order.
So where were you? You were at a restaurant when someone came up to you, right?
Oh, yes. So the first night in South Dakota, oh my gosh, the name just went right out of my head.
It's okay.
And obviously she watches us. Oh, good grief. Anyway, I'm very sorry that I can't remember your name right now. I will, in full disclosure, say that I was very hangry and probably almost gonna be really grumpy with my husband. And all of a sudden I hear, Missy? Missy, or something to that effect. Is that you, Missy? And I'm back to the person, and my husband's giving me a look like, you have to be nice now. Which was not a problem at all.
Right.
And it was a joy to meet you. I'm so sorry I can't remember your name right now. But it was so much fun. Even though we did not have a good experience at the restaurant, it was all worth it because it's humbling, it's bizarre, it's weird to be more than halfway across the country from where you live and to have somebody know who you are. It was very nice. It was very nice. So, and then,
Yeah.
I had to be nice to my husband. So, Colorado Cross Stitcher, I talk about it on my Instagram. Sherry was delightful. She was there. And while I was there, we got to talk a little bit. The store is extremely well organized. Her fabric is organized very well. I spent a lot of time there and chit-chatted with a bunch of people. She has tables in the back that I was able to lay things out and look at it.
That's great.
Absolutely loved it. She had a whole display of Nerge hoops, which I bought a couple of Nerge hoops there for traveling because they pack much better than a Q-snap. Picked one up for Ashley. I already gave her that. So I got some stickers, which I absolutely love these stickers.
Those are cute.
I'm not a big sticker girl, but I couldn't pass those up. And I bought Chubby Bird, by Jeanette Douglas.
A lot of people are doing Chubby Bunny now, too. I can't
Yes,
wait
they are. And I bought one of hers, and it is a Signpost Stitcher.
I've never seen that.
Stitcher creating works of art, one stitch at a time. And I thought, I've got to have one of hers.
Yeah. You didn't have her sign it?
No. And I think I'm gonna do the pillow.
Does she have an online presence?
She has a big online presence.
Good.
And I can.
Yeah, she does.
You ordered in your sleep. Yes, you can order online from her. ColoradoStitcher.com, I'm pretty sure.
I get her emails, so.
See, everybody. I can tell you that when you see her fabric online, what you see is what you get, and it's beautiful. Got that. I bought this.
That was on my wish list.
Summer Sweets Pin Keep. It was on your wish list, so you can stitch it. Very cute. And fabric. So I'm not going to take any of it out of the plastic. And I got this.
They're at the food again.
So I love me some vintage country mocha. Well, now I have vintage rose. Well, it's rose vintage. Lugana, same company.
Gorgeous. I didn't know they made it in
They have one that's like called wood something. It looks like pressure treated
Really?
deck to me.
Wow.
So there's that. I got an 18 count cypress.
That's gorgeous.
Hey, you. Don't you ever feed your cats?
I do feed my cats. The bowl is full.
So I love that. 18 count Celadon. which is Kathy's.
Oh, that's right.
Accidentally bought 2 25 count Stormy Night.
Accidentally.
Love that. I know, I really did. I was like, how did I get 2 of those?
Is that like a snacks event?
Yeah. And antique white. Just got some antique white Lugana. So very well done. Very well labeled with the little pins. Everything's in a bag.
Is that how they are on the shelf, is in the bag?
Yeah, she actually has, like, think of those Target cubbies.
Yep.
But a whole wall,
Right.
tall wall of them. She has Target baskets in there, and each basket is labeled 14 count, 18
And they're
count.
all in there like this, in the bag.
Yeah, they're
So
kind
what
of
if
on
you
the
want
side
a
and you
smaller
look through
piece
'em.
or a bigger piece?
No. Well, but she has some in halves, she has some in quarters,
Oh,
but
good.
she doesn't, I don't believe she cuts fabric.
Right.
So you're getting, what
Yep.
she has is what you're getting.
That's awesome, though.
Also, like on 32 count Lugana in linen, on the tag she has 32 count, but underneath that she also has something to the effect of 16 count 2/2, which was really
Right.
neat way to label it. I really enjoyed my time in there. It's a lovely shop. If you're in the area, go visit. Was trying to meet up with Angie, Hoopy Hobby. Just didn't work out. She had to go to work at the last minute, and maybe another time.
I know, that work stuff gets in the way.
I know. So that was Colorado Cross Stitcher, and the next day we drove into South Dakota. We spent the next 5 days doing everything that area had to offer. And it was just amazing. Went to the most phenomenal bougie steakhouse. It was delicious. And we just did it all. And I could not get enough of watching and seeing bison, buffalo. Same thing,
Yep.
pretty much. They are the same thing. It was just incredible. Incredible. And my husband does not vacation easily. So he never takes 2 weeks off at a time, which he did this time. And it takes him a few days to settle into vacation. And like on the 3rd day or so, he's like, so when we come back again?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So I was like, oh, well, that was kind of fun. We did all the things, Crazy Horse Memorial, Mount Rushmore, Custer State Park, Badlands are very bad. Rattlesnakes, didn't see any.
Oh,
The Air Force Base there, Ellsworth, has an outdoor air and space kind of
yeah.
museum type place. They used to have an indoor one. It was all free, but I don't think that reopened after COVID. It was closed when we got there, and it appeared to be closed for a while. So that was fun for my former Air Force guy to see all of that. Yeah, so it was good.
I love the picture of him standing on the spot that said, do not stand on,
At Mount
stay off the
Rushmore.
grass, basically.
Yeah, it was like a federal thing. He's naughty sometimes. So while we were at Crazy Horse Memorial, and they have a beautiful museum, beautiful museum dedicated to the heritage, the local culture of Native Americans. It was gorgeous. And so I bought this. This is actually by posycollection.com. And this is a kit created in America to honor our needlework heritage. Preserving our story in stitches. So this is the Crazy Horse Memorial. Never forget your dreams.
That's nice.
So I had to have that. Mike found one that was prairie dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, prairie dogs are just rats. And if we didn't see 10,000, we didn't see one. They were cute the first time I saw them. And then after that, I was like, oh. So,
It's like whack-a-mole. That's what it makes me think of.
oh. And I didn't know, we don't know anything prairie and west. We learned so much. Driving through Custer State Park, and there's a sign that Prairie Dog Town. Well, I thought that's what the area was called. No, it's their community.
Right.
Is a Prairie Dog Town. I didn't know that. So we did all the things, and we went, then we went into Wyoming, and out of the gate, on our way in, we went to Devil's Tower. That was very interesting. Really enjoyed that. And I had to go into Gillette because our friends, Nancy and Jenny, the bougie stitchers, Nancy lives in Gillette, and she talks about Crazy Woman Mercantile, and I'm like, well, I have to go.
Well, of course.
So I did. I can't remember the lady's name. She's very sweet. Her dogs were adorable. And you're not going to believe some of the things I found there. So I bought a piece of fabric. I don't know what this is called, but a little piece of purple-ish Lugana. Very pretty. Cute little shop. It's a gift shop, and a little room kind of in the back has threads, and if I'd had a lot of time, I would have sat and gone through all of her charts. We're talking 80s, 90s, beautiful stuff. She has a good supply of fabrics. She had newer charts, and
awesome.
She was very pleasant, very willing to cut whatever I wanted and help with all sorts of things. So I did go, and she has some beautiful, what's the word I want? On the walls. Models.
Displays. Models, yeah.
Models.
I'll say words hard.
So I found this Lizzie Kate. I don't know what year this is, but I found this Lizzie Kate kit, red, white, and blue.
I've never seen that.
Me either.
And it's got
The
everything
price
you
was
need.
very nice. Has everything you need.
Is it on linen or?
I'm sure that's linen.
Yep, that's linen. You might be able
And
to
I
do
might
it.
give that a shot. It's just beautiful. So I had to have that. And as I was browsing, I saw one of these, and then I had a conversation about, do you realize what these are? And your prices are the original retail price, and that people are looking for these in many places. So Kia B has mentioned this before. She knows that there's lots of these out-of-the-way little needlework shops who are sitting on gold mines.
Yep.
And the lady was like, yeah, okay. Like,
It's just stock for her. It's,
she didn't like sell things more expensive or whatever. So I found both of these.
These are gorgeous.
Maggie Bononomy designed these 4 Blackbird designs, Grand Old Flag. I texted our little group and I said, I need these, right?
Oh, yeah. I love that the pattern goes onto the back.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to love that, but I'm going to figure it out.
Oh, yeah, but look how much is repeat. That's
Yeah.
really
Oh,
cool.
that's
Rather
good.
than three things.
So, original retail was probably $8.95. My point here is, I don't care what anybody pays for their stuff or what anybody sells for their stuff, but if we're patient and we enjoy being patient in the search for things, you never know what you're going to find.
And these little stores, it's...
I can't help you. I don't know where you're going with it.
Just take the time to... Don't just drive by a little cross-stitch shop
Right,
because it's
because you
little.
never know.
You never know what you're going to find.
You never know.
It's like driving by a hole-in-the-wall diner. They probably have the best food ever. You just don't know.
Right.
I mean,
And Union Forever.
those are gorgeous.
So absolutely love these. We're going to keep you guys long. We warned you.
Yeah, because we haven't
That's
gotten
why we're
Stitchcon
breaking
yet.
things up.
And my AC
So-
is on. So.
Yes, I know it is, but I'm just flashing. Whew. And she had this on the wall as a model, and she said back in the day when Dimensions kits were sold everywhere, if you sold a certain quantity of items from them, they would send you shop models.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
That's what she told me.
Yeah.
And she got this as a shop model, and I thought about it for 3 days. And I finally went on Etsy, and I took a chance that what I was buying was what I was buying. And I'm okay with the price I paid for it because I can't get it anywhere. And this is Sunflower Snowman.
You blew my mind when
I
you
know.
showed that to me. Look at the big
Yeah, look
data.
at it.
And now you got to figure out which one is light blue, which one is ultra light blue, which one is very light blue.
So,
That's
you
gonna be
know,
gorgeous though.
maybe the day I get my current winter stitch done, which I've banked some days for hot days in July. I still have a ways to go with that, though, that maybe this would become.
Your snow stitch?
Maybe.
I don't know what happened to my snow stitch. I don't even know
And
what I
I'm
was
gonna
stitching.
try, like, not all of this is stitched. Not all of the white is stitched.
But you know, like the hat, you could use a variegated blue.
I could. That's gonna be a big thing. It's 14 by 10 on 14 count. It doesn't have a stitch count. It's that old.
And it's got a lot of half crosses. Half crosses used for design effect.
Oh yes, we call those tent stitches now,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of that background is tent stitch.
Yeah.
Not that you can see what I'm doing. This blue is all tent. So,
It's gorgeous.
I don't know what went through my head. There's not gobs of back stitching,
Mm-mm. Which is unusual for a
but
dimensions
there
kit.
are half stitches and 3/4 stitches. And
all the things.
so that was that. I really enjoyed that. Were those the places that I...
And then you spent time with.
Oh, and then, so Mike had a fishing trip planned, a guided fishing trip. And so that took him up into Montana a little bit, which in turn, on our final day in Sheridan, Wyoming, we actually went back there and we went to Little Bighorn Battlefield and drove around there, had a great lunch at neat little cafe, shopped for some, oh, I didn't show that, shopped for some fabric. I went to some quilt shops, which, why am I doing that? So
And
there
who-
was a
who had
beautiful
to ship
shop.
a box home.
Yes,
Yes.
I know. It's like the name, the
Postal
name of the
Service.
game.
Oh my gosh, that is bright for you.
Well, I know.
I love it.
So
Though.
this shop was, I forget the name of it, and it had a lot of, it was all local, a lot of local, some not local, but it was all tribal fabrics and Native American artisans. It was just beautiful. And yes, I know I'm saying Native American because that's what I heard everywhere I went out there, and I'm going to respect that because that's what they called themselves. So I'm not getting any, I don't mean to get political, but don't come at me because I'm
Yeah.
saying Native American.
Yeah, because this says artwork by Kiowa Doherty.
Yes.
It's from the Kiowa tribe.
This is called Birds and Bees fabric. It's Teton trade cloth. And these are, and you go on there, and these are fabrics designed by Native American women.
And it says the tribe, the
And
Kiowa tribe.
They've made them into fabrics, and I thought, oh, that's got to be a beautiful fabric bag. Fabric bag.
Project bag.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my word.
And I really wanted half yards because this stuff is not, this fabric is pricey. And the gentleman cutting it for me, he said, we sell them in 1 yards only. I said, all right, well, I'll do that. That's not a problem.
Well, and you
So
may want a fussy
I
cut too,
loved
so you
it.
can get.
I absolutely love it. And then I picked this out. And this is Lynn Thurman. I don't know how to say the word that's underneath there, so. And that's this fabric.
This looks like you. This is.
They had this in bright green and orange and red, and so then I went on to the website. I didn't buy any more. I gotta say that I had, but I went on the website, and it really is interesting. So if you have a chance to go on to TetonTradeCloth.com and just read a little bit about what they do, it was just very interesting, very, very interesting. And because I like to buy fabrics that are reflective of where I've been, so I can make project bags. I got some U.S. Marshall, I guess you would say, fabric. And this is fun. That's fun. And some barbed wire. And went into, we were in Cody, Wyoming.
Did you give that yet?
Yes.
Okay. I just didn't know if you could say something about it.
Anyway, little quilt shop. So I got these fabrics, which I believe these
Does
are
it have
Tula.
squirrels on it?
Yep.
No. Oh, it does.
Tula pinks.
Pink squirrels.
And I mean, these are bright for me. These
Yeah, they are.
not. I don't think these are Tula pink. Look at that.
The deer.
Yeah.
The
That
fox.
little critter thing. I don't know what it is. Looks like a rat, but
Those
that.
are bright for you.
They're bright for me. But it will be a great.
Remembrance.
Yeah, it'll be something that I really enjoy looking back and saying, "Oh, I remember where I bought that," or
And what did you do while Mike was on his fishing trip?
"Oh, that's what I got taught." I got sidetracked.
Yeah, you did.
So I got the opportunity to spend the day with Jenny and Nancy from the Bougie Stitchers and their friend Stephanie. It was just amazing. We literally sat around the kitchen table and we talked and we stitched, and it couldn't have been better. Jenny's son Dan doted on us, waited on us, did coffee, lunch. Her husband and Dan did dinner for us, made drinks. All the husbands came in for dinner, and it was perfect. And that was a highlight for me, to just sit and have time with Stitchers.
It was so sweet. You guys FaceTimed me. That was
that was so much
was
fun.
nice.
I was a little concerned because when I got there, cell service can be sketchy in different places out there, for our cell plan, I should say. So that was so much fun, and it was awesome, and I loved every minute of it. And when you have opportunities to do those things with your friends, you should really do it.
Take 'em.
So it was so much fun, and I can tell you that those ladies are as genuine as you see on their floss tubes,
That's awesome.
and funny, and all the
Yeah.
things. So,
So you gotta explain the onesie.
so I did some. I'm
BDE.
not a boutique shopper, but when in Rome, and all these little towns have these amazing main streets. They're just beautiful
I
with
can't wait.
boutiques and shops and all that. And I bought, one of the things we got Baby E was a onesie that says, "This is my first rodeo."
I
I
love
just
it.
thought it was awesome. It was adorable. So then we came home.
You came home on
We finally got home.
Yes. So you had planes, trains, and automobiles.
We did, and our kids ended up in Boston picking us up, and luggage finally arrived home, and
Your luggage made it home. Mike's
mine
not
did.
smart. Yeah.
Mike's did not. But
And
anyway,
then-
we thought it was mine, but I had switched the tags on the luggage, and it was really mine that did come.
Oops. And then 5 days later, Mike took us at 2 a.m. and we headed to Stitchcon. Well, we headed to Ohio.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that first part of the trip in our next
In the
video.
next video,
So
yeah.
that we'll have a lot to talk about with that.
But we did want
And
to.
then we got to Stitchcon.
Yep. Wednesday evening we hit
Ish,
Stitchcon. Met up with friends that we were working with, planning with. I think we saw Nancy the first night, Beth the first night,
Katie,
Katie. Beth brought her cat.
that was so fun. Our
she
friend
does-
Beth from last year that,
Yeah.
they talk about at Stitchcon, we had a table of 5 and we had an extra seat, and Beth or Babs or Nancy, whichever
different-
name they were calling her.
I did not call her.
No,
I did
you
not
didn't.
call her Nancy at
So
all.
we had a
this time.
Nancy in our group this year.
Yeah.
She was the 6th person at our table, and
didn't know anybody that
it
year,
was
and-
perfect. It just was perfect.
They said friendships are built on those weekends, and
it's
they
true.
are.
So she did bring her cat.
Yep, she doesn't like to leave her alone. But,
No, not anymore.
Thursday morning, we were right in line. We were 5th or 6th in line.
Early, because they opened the doors
They opened
earlier
early,
this
and they
year.
opened it. They actually did open early.
And they did open a little early. I did notice that.
The first faces you see are Pam and Steph.
Yep.
And I did hear her tell somebody who was new and nervous, "Don't be nervous. In there is 299 of your next closest friends." And
Yeah.
I think that's a huge thing, to see a face that you see on TV or see on your computer telling you it's okay to be nervous.
Right.
And there was a lot of people. They, at the very end on Saturday night, they had everybody stand up who came here for the first time. And there was so many first timers.
A lot.
And then they said, how many of you came here alone? And I would guess 3/4 of the group
That were first timers.
that were
came
first
along.
timers that
Yeah.
came alone. It
Well,
was amazing.
our new friend Katie with the most beautiful eyes, she said she was nervous about being alone, and it didn't last long.
No, and we
at
waited
all.
in line for a little while together, and then as you go in,
Somehow
it
we-
splits your alphabet.
That's right.
And we're over here, and poor Katie's over here, and we looked over 5 minutes later, and she was chit-chatting with somebody,
Yeah.
and she did awesome. I mean,
So it was amazing. For several months, we had a message group with 12 or 13 other people talking about Stitchcon. Some we knew, some we didn't really like. We didn't really know Katie, but somebody within
the group did.
the group did, and we talk about different things if they were new to Stitchcon, or when's everybody coming in, that sort of talk.
Yep.
So there were several of us kind of sitting in the same vicinity, but then others that weren't part of that original message group
Joined in.
joined in. So Deb Hoban, who is also on the Sunshine Stitchers Flosstube, she hosts with them once a month, and she sat at my table. Kathy and I didn't actually sit at the same table this year.
We were not fighting. We
No,
were not
weren't.
divorced.
We didn't divorce each other. It just kind of worked that way, and then once we got situated, it feels awkward to move
Right.
all of your stuff, and it was fine. We didn't.
I
we didn't need to.
Pam from Just Keep Stitching sat with us
Yeah.
when she was
Yeah,
sitting.
that was
It
nice.
was great. So she had a spot that she could just
Yeah.
know that it was her spot. She didn't have to find a
Right.
seat.
Yeah.
And I know that Sandy, Stitching with Sandy,
Yeah.
and
PJ.
PJ were sitting at a different table, and they had a crew.
Yeah.
We were all just part of this group, and it was great. And
It really was. It was fantastic. It was great for us to see people we met last year, to have those connections again, like Joy and Emma, who are now Carolina Stitchers on Flosstube. It was nice to see them again. Jen Lee, the fifth daughter. And we were gifted and given so many beautiful things, and people thought about us. And then just in general, like people just walking around and sharing things, which is totally not something that you have to do, and it's not expected. So I actually, because it was so much kindness, we each posted on our Instagram
just a
about
fraction.
that. So if you're interested in that, I can say though that I was just overwhelmed with the quilt that Jen Lee, fifth daughter,
was
made
beautiful.
for me to have at my house for the baby. It's those sorts of things, like
It's a personal connection, and that's what we keep saying. If you have, I'm getting emotional. You have that chance to be with like-minded people. I don't care if it's 5 people at Panera, 5 people at a home.
Yeah.
This morning was
We talked
just
about that.
do that. 300 people is wonderful, but you make those personal connections. I made one with Andrea. Andrea traveled from Australia.
Andrea, you blew my mind when you saw me in line, when I had to go back and get something, and you pulled me into your line, and we hugged and talked, and I really did expect you to have an Australian accent.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, no, this is not
This is
who
not
you
right.
are. But
And
it was
she brought Tim Tams from Australia.
delicious.
Yeah, I have one left. I found one in my bag last night.
You brought those home for your family.
I did, but I found one in my
there you
Stitchcon bag. Just you can't explain the connections. And here is Lily.
Hi, Lily.
Lily, come over here and lay down.
I got a lot of not compliments. I got a lot of comments about
You loving Lily?
how do I really feel about Kat. So I'm trying to be nice, because I
So-
don't dislike her. Because you actually
But I
come
am
to
gonna
my
move
stuff. Yeah, that's a good idea. So that was, that was just amazing. And we talked about that. We referred to that with meeting with who we call our library stitchers this morning.
You can push it
You know, it was just so nice to be able to see Emma and Brandy. We know that they have gone through some difficult times and are going through some difficult times right now.
Yeah.
But the way that we met Brandy was she commented on our floss tube a year ago.
Yeah.
I'm from this tiny town in Maine, and I didn't know there were other cross stitchers. And now we have this friendship, and we can love and support each other.
The first time
and
I met
that's
Brandy
amazing.
was at Stitch Maine, and she came up
And she made you cry.
she made me cry. So
From a kindness.
kindness. She brought me chemo caps because she knew I was going to need them.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
now a
and-
year later, we're I hope that we're able to offer some of that same
Yeah, comfort.
same support.
Yeah.
So Stitchcon, was it? Kathy did the Smiles Exchange. I chose not to. We did some shopping. We did not go to Keepsakes this year, but we shopped enough in the annex. What else can we say? I feel like, you know, we talked a ton last year, but it was all brand new to us.
Oh, I didn't bring my. Oh, I'll show it next time. My
Oh, I forgot you got that.
my Smalls Exchange. I took a picture of it last night, and I put it with my.
You'll have to show that.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Special
It's
edition.
it's nothing I would have ever stitched.
No.
And I love it. It's just beautiful.
It just goes to
beautiful.
show you. And can I just interject? When you're doing a Smalls Exchange and you have never done one before, don't be nervous about that.
Right.
There's no need to put lots of presents with that. And I know that people who do that sort of thing, they love to do that. Like,
Yeah.
I am a gifter.
Yeah.
And that would be something that I would do, but I would never want somebody else to feel like they didn't do enough. And when someone when they acknowledge the gift that they've been given from you, please be kind and take the time to be
Grateful. Gracious.
gracious.
Yeah.
Um,
We saw her a little bit.
just gonna leave it at that. We've heard other people talk about it on floss tubes.
Yeah.
Just be gracious.
Yeah.
Be a gracious giver and a gracious recipient.
And also don't feel that your stitching is not up to par to do a swap, because
Exactly.
people love to get something from another stitcher.
Yes.
I don't care if it's the first stitch you've ever done or you've been stitching for 100 years. It's
It's precious to receive something from somebody who has
Underst-
the same love
and
for this
understands
craft.
what you're doing. Yeah.
It truly
but,
is. So don't feel intimidated by anything.
And on the flip side, if you don't want to take part, don't feel like you
don't.
have to.
I fully intended to. I have the piece stitched.
Yeah.
I just didn't do it.
So
So we did some shopping.
a little bit.
What you got, Kathy?
Oh, these were given to me. These were given to me, so this is part of the picture. There was a lady. You came down late.
I didn't know anything about this.
This lady was at, I don't know which weekend she was at last year because I do not remember seeing her. But she could very well have been at weekend B, or she could have been at weekend A. But it's Wonderland hand-dyed fabrics. And she posted on...
There was a little bit in the annex for sale, right? And then they
She
sold
had
it
very,
out.
very
Okay.
little. But she posted Saturday morning, come see me at table XYZ, I can't remember what table it was, for a free piece of fabric. I like to learn about dyeing. I don't dye fabric. Sorry, I picked up Lily. I can feel it on my nose. I like to play with dyes. I certainly would never sell dyed fabric. That's just not my jam.
Yeah,
but I
not
like to
your
play
thing.
with it. But I wanted to go pick her brain. Well, she ended up giving me a piece of fabric, and because her title is Wonderland, everything has an Alice in Wonderland theme.
Oh.
Last year, I can't remember what it was called, but this year it's called Mock Turtle.
What does that mean when it comes to Alice in Wonderland?
There was a turtle. There's
Okay.
a mock turtle.
Oh, that's pretty.
Isn't that gorgeous? Ironically,
beautiful.
I bought a piece of fabric that looks very similar to it, but she was graciously just giving these away. And this is a fat eighth. And
That's nice too.
I talked to her for quite a while about coloring black fabric. I cannot make black or gray. It always comes out purple. She gave me some tips. She was just very, very generous with her time, and to give away fabric was amazing.
Sorry, I've got to text Mike and ask him to do something.
That's
for me.
okay. I did buy a lot of fabric, but you know what? We don't get to see and touch. So
That's right.
Needle Bling Heirloom, Needle Bling Designs. I bought some heirloom fabric, and that's what it's called. That's really, really close. It's a creamy color. I ended up buying quarter yards. Well, that's what they had. And I think every time I went in, there was nobody waiting at the cutting table.
Yeah, it was done very well. I know that last year, I don't think there was any sort of comment or survey card this year, but last year there was. And I know several of us suggested the possibility of having the fabric in a different location, which they didn't do. Logistically, probably that couldn't happen.
Right.
But they had 2 separate cutting tables with 2 people each at it, and that flowed very nicely, I thought.
It did. And they were quick. They were good.
Yeah,
they knew
it
what
went
they were doing.
very nicely.
I've had this before, but this was Grace Notes Fabrics.
We just talked about it earlier, too.
Mojito Smoothie. It doesn't really, that's close, show up as much, but I do like that. Fiber on a Whim, Color Happens. I set this down to show.
I'm seeing a lot of this stuff for the first time.
Well, I was in there with Jane. And
That's bad news when you go to the annex with Jane.
Yes. I set this down to show somebody.
Oh.
Oh, good grief. She's going to dump my drink again. Get off that, please. And I must like it a lot because...
Is Ashley going to be the recipient of one?
Don't plant seeds.
Ashley.
But
yours.
this is... I set it down to show somebody something else. And I'm like, oh my word, I got to go back and find it. Well, I found it, but apparently I already had it in my hand. But...
Okay.
This has got a little bit of color in it, but you can't really see it.
This is Fiber on
a Whim, and I really do like Fiber on a Whim. But apparently
You'll use that though. I mean, that's...
See, this has got green in it, and I
Yeah.
thought it had some pinky, but... So, 2 pieces of that.
Very nice.
Didn't know I was
I'm
buying
not sure we bought any of the same color fabrics.
Probably not. This is all 18. I may have bought some 16. I did buy a couple pieces of 16.
I think you did.
Atomic Ranch Dune.
I really like that color too.
And,
Versatile.
yeah.
I like
Atomic
this,
Ranch
too.
Amber Wave. I don't know. Some of this is Jane's fault, and some of it's Missy's fault, and some
My
of it's
fault?
Some of it's the lady in that
Because
was
I was
standing.
standing beside you?
Yeah, well, and there was a lady standing beside me, you, who said, yes, you have to get this one. Oh, go with the lighter one. You must have it. So, and they're all labeled. I love how they do it.
Yep.
This is Grace Notes Doris. It's pretty yellow.
It reminds me a lot of Flan
Yep.
from Stitch Me.
Yep. And there's some darker spots in it. What I did like is when you had fabric cut, they laid them both out and said, which half do you want?
Yeah, that
Because
was nice. If you had the chance to do that.
This was
This is the shocker of fabric for me that you bought.
this is Atomic Ranch Fabrics Joy Lynn. I loved
It's actually redder than that.
It
That's
is, and
orangey.
you can't see the variegation. Oh, there you go.
Yep.
I don't know why. That was one of the first pieces I picked up. I had to have it. We'll find out why.
Oh, we were just talking about bougies, and they just posted a video.
Nice.
Woohoo! I've been missing all my friends on Flosstube.
I know. Atomic Ranch Vapor.
Oh, I might have gotten some vapor.
No, this doesn't show up either. It's a gray-y blue. Gray-y blue.
It's very pretty.
I
think you bought more fabric than I did.
I didn't realize I bought this much. Now, this is Grace Notes Michelle. I don't remember yours being this
Mine
blue.
doesn't look like that.
But
mine is also Lugana, so.
Right. I have plans for this, so I'm going to leave this one out. And the last...
And a third start is born, just in this video.
This is Forbidden Fiber.
Forbidden Fiber.
This is Charcoal, which...
That is so pretty.
Yeah, it's not. It's a greeny, gray. So, do you want me to keep going? Or-
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I did get one of the little boxes, little ruler boxes. Please don't ask me why, but I liked it.
Because
So-
they're pretty.
Everyone gets they call it a passport.
Oh, yeah.
And this year there was a freebie pattern inside. So I'm going to put it on this bag. That's what they show it. This is one of the
It's So Emma.
It's So Emma bags. I've never done it, but Missy's going to talk me through it. And that pattern was right
good.
in there.
Did
and
you get the floss?
I did. And then on the Stitchcon website, there's some freebies.
Oh,
You didn't-
okay.
probably
I'll have
didn't
to
know
check that out.
So I bought all the Pro Cottons to go with.
Did they have those in the annex too?
Yep.
Oh,
Remember, I asked you about them, if it was worthwhile to
okay.
wait.
Oh, yes, because I said, well, how much are they here? And we determined that
It wasn't any
buy
different.
them there.
I had to go back and pick something up, and as I was walking by, I grabbed this. This is Lady Dot's Chanel Sizzle.
I love, that's one of my favorites, is the sizzle.
Stitchcon needle minder. That's what I was going back for because
Oh.
I thought I had dropped it.
Yeah.
They have this great service where you can set, if the line's too long to check out, you can set it aside and pick it up later.
Yeah, that really is neat. And you can place an order at Keepsakes, and they'll pick the order for you and pack it and bring it over on the Stitchy bus.
Yep.
Which
So
is
if you don't
really
want to go
nice.
over,
like particularly floss, because
Yep.
they don't bring floss.
right. I did that last year for the Queen's Garden.
Oh, that's right.
So this is Forbidden Fiber Company Poinsettia.
Oh, that's pretty.
No, it's not showing as well. Oh gosh, we're pushing two.
It's okay.
This was gifted to me. This some lady
Oh,
had a
yes.
bunch of
They Stitch Me
Be
Silks?
Stitch Me Silk,
I got a blue, I believe.
almond M&M silk.
This is beautiful.
I just had to.
It's beautiful.
One is Monarch and Borage. Borage.
I don't know what that word means.
So Monarch, and they're just so soft. I did get some stickers because when in Rome.
There was a lot of when in Rome.
And because I needed stuff, oh my word, I bought that much. I'm glad Rob's not watching.
Oh, it's the most beautiful flower.
Oh, it's pretty. Okay, that's what it means. So I'm just gonna real quickly go through these. Romy Creations, Cross Stitch is my happy place. And
It cracks me up that looks like the thread's going through her head.
I know. That was the first thing I noticed, so I am going to change that and drop it down, at least wrap it around her neck. That took a little bit longer than I thought. Shared Joy by Hands to Work. That's actually been on my list for quite a while.
Oh, this chair is like, my legs go to sleep.
These are actually, I went into the preview and took pictures of what I wanted, and then when I walked around
there
with
you
Jane,
go.
I found extra
I like
stuff.
Lucy Beam stuff.
Lucy Beam, Stitch Always. I want to create a Stitchy wall.
I want you to have a hairdo like that.
Yeah, I gotta have more. Well, so you want me
It's
to put
a
a tomato on my head?
What is this?
This is Kim's fault.
Kim who? Oh, Kim.
Kim. These are Romy Creations needle books.
Oh my goodness.
So there's the Christmas one.
I didn't even see those.
I'll tell you why you didn't see the Christmas one later. And the Halloween one.
Was there only one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, she found some afterwards in a box
Oh,
underneath,
okay.
but I don't know why, but apparently
Oh, you
I'm-
can do it.
Yeah. And then I've wanted this since last year.
Yes, you have.
12 Spooky Smalls from Primrose Cottage.
I actually like this.
Yeah, I like
I'm not a Halloween
like-
girl, but I like that.
Wicked Without Coffee, Hocus Pocus, Hocus Pocus Broom Company, October 31.
See, I like that too, and I wouldn't do Hocus Pocus. You could just
Yeah.
leave it, or
Yep, and there's
That's
some more on
pretty.
the back.
that's very nice. Well, hello, Kathy.
Cricklewood Crossing. They just started following me on Instagram.
Oh, nice.
I know, I was pretty excited. Love Grows. It says love grows when stitching is shared.
Aw.
And that was poignant. Is that the word? Poignant?
I can't say that word.
Okay. So, had to have that. Back to Primrose. Christmas
you don't already
alphabet.
have that, do you?
I do not. Ashley's all excited. Hot cocoa.
Oh.
Love it. I might use that red you bought me for
Okay.
this. This was the Sue Hillis Stitchcon 2023. There's a lot of back stitching, but I don't know, I just had to have it. And they actually had a bike there with...
Couple.
Yep, this one had the basket with 310.
Yeah.
That's why 310 was holding the green floss. Now we know why.
Oh, okay.
So I had to.
You know, if you're doing a smalls though, you could do just this.
Yep.
This piece, and that would be beautiful. Oh wow.
She's
look at all of
actually
those.
doing, the spring one was
Holy
there.
smokes.
And I believe the winter one,
Look at the summer treats.
maybe that one was there. So they're coming out.
Oh. How
And
did I miss all that? I didn't miss this, but I missed the...
those were over in the Sue Hillis corner.
Oh,
The spring one was out. I think it was the summer one.
look at that
I know.
snowman
Look
on
at this
the
one right here. So I think there's more coming.
front. Okay.
Sweet Wing Studio. Now I have to tell you, we met Susan. What a woman. What a woman.
She's just
So sweet.
very sweet,
Very
humble,
generous.
kind, generous.
I got this one not only to stitch, but I also want to do some of those little mini hoops. And I think this is going to be
the popsicle would be so cute on
the
that.
flamingo. That might be too big, but the flag, the butterfly, they're all.
Nice.
And I found more hoops.
Can I see?
I found more hoops.
So that's 16 count. If you did a 20, you might be able to
Right.
do the flamingo.
Matilda, Chrissy finally a farm girl. This is Matilda Mouse.
Jennifer Lee modeled stitch this.
Oh wow. Wonder which Jennifer Lee.
I don't know.
We're gonna have to
Said
find out.
Jennifer, so I'm wondering if that's fifth daughter.
I will find out.
Yes,
So
we
this is
will.
Matilda sews, and then Matilda drives the Stitchy bus,
And all the proceeds.
and all the proceeds of this goes to St. Joseph's Home.
Which was the service project.
Yeah, I was looking to see if they put anything on here, but they didn't. But that was the service project for
Yep.
Stitchcon. Total raised 35,000.
30,000 and keepsakes kicked it to 35.
Yes. So there's a little competition. So I kept going with Matilda because I could. Thank you, Jane. Up on the rooftop. Matilda's
I didn't know
brew.
you bought all these Matildas.
This, yeah, I went in with Jane.
Jane,
then-
you see what she's doing?
This one.
Mm,
This is a.
that's pretty.
This is a. I don't know what you call this thing,
It's a needle book, isn't it?
but it
Or a
opens.
roll.
A needle roll. Jane is doing one, but not the B one.
Is hers the ocean?
Yes.
Or, nautical?
So she said I had to do it. I really do like it. I really, really do like it. Oh, and I can't.
And we have a friend who might
FFO it.
FFO it for you.
So, and Jane had given me a pattern. She was going to put it on the freebie table. It was the Christmas one. And I
Oh.
think I'm going to do that. I thought I had that in the pile. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Woo! All right, here
Don't
we
tell-
go.
I say don't tell Rob, but you know what?
Yeah, whatever.
I had money. I had a budget.
So, I got fabric. Atomic Ranch Wild Mint. And this is a Lugana 28 count. Very pretty green.
Oh, yeah.
And I got 18 count Atomic Ranch Aslin.
That's not showing
I have
anywhere
all
near
quarter.
as gorgeous.
And I got Vapors in 32 count Lugana by
Atomic Ranch.
Atomic Ranch.
So pretty.
I love it. And Grace Notes is Pistachio Frappe.
Which is funny because it's not
Pistachio
green.
Frappe. I know.
It's not green at all.
This is a, oh, how did I get this?
I was just looking.
Nancy, I did it too. Ah,
You got
40 count linen. Well, I might do a little trade with somebody, or it might be a gift. Because it's beautiful.
Oh, it's gorgeous too.
Oh, how did I do that?
I was looking for cappuccino. 18 count cappuccino, and I
gorgeous
found it
anyway.
in everything but what I.
It's okay.
Do you want this back in the bag?
Yeah, whatever. It's fine. I have such a mess.
40 count linen. You couldn't even buy 28 or 32. You had to buy 40.
I stood at that fabric thing and I was sorting because, you know, when people look through it, it gets, I was like sorting. Oh, no, that's linen. That goes there. Lugana goes, oh, whatever.
That's gorgeous.
Cobblestone, Atomic Ranch.
That is beautiful.
Love it. It's 32 count Lugana. I just double checked the thing.
I know. You're going to look at all of them now.
And 28 count Palomino, but also by Fabrics Atomic.
I didn't see what you bought. That's gorgeous.
I know, we're just seeing each other's stuff. Most of it for the first time. And 18 count.
Freeze.
So freeze, I bought more freeze. So this is 32 count Lugana freeze. And
this
that's
is
18 count Ada.
Oh, this isn't doing it justice. This is
No.
showing brown. That's
So
a little-
just goes to show you the dyeing process, the difference with fabrics.
This is just a hint
and I like
of
them
blue.
both.
This is just a hint of blue.
And then this is 28 count Lugana Atomic Ranch Bayou,
This is gorgeous.
which I love.
If I could have found that in Ada,
Yeah, you had a hard time. I think there was 14 count, and you didn't want
I didn't
14
want 14.
count.
That and cappuccino.
So, that's my fabric. And I did pretty well.
You
I
did
did
really
all right.
good.
I bought Eliza's French Birds, which I have loved since it came out, by Judy Whitman, JBW Designs.
Yep. See, this is what happens when we don't sit together.
We were gifted this.
We were each gifted
We
this.
were each gifted this. This was her exclusive for Stitchcon,
Yeah.
right? And Friendship Grows.
She had a little,
So Susan at Sweet Wings Studio
and we had her sign
gifted
it.
that, and we totally fangirled.
Oh yeah.
And I
Oh, you
noticed-
bought that?
I did. Do you have this?
No.
Tweet Hearts.
We talked about it, but I didn't go back and buy
Love it. And this, I fell in love with this. Peachtree Park Sampler.
I didn't even see
Sweet
it.
Wing.
There's so many others that I want to get from her.
I love it. And I bought The Meaning of the Flag. So it is Perseverance, Purity, and Valor by Little Stitch Girl.
Those are cute. Though
Love
you
it.
could do those on the foam blocks.
Oh, I could. And I bought Wool and Flax by Finally a Farm Girl. And I'm looking. I don't see a mouse.
Oh, come on, there's got to be a mouse.
Nope. She seeks wool and flax and works willingly with her hands. Proverbs 31:13.
That is gorgeous.
And I love it. Those were my purchases from the Annex and at Stitchcon. We had so much fun.
There's got to
You know,
be.
we had a pizza party one night.
Yep. We ate lunch out with some friends. Not lunch. We had lunch at the hotel.
Brought
but-
to us, Jen from Stitchy Friends
Yep.
brought us chicken salad chick.
Ooh.
Delicious. Had not had that before. And we got to spend a little time with her. She came and we ate on the patio. She had been at Weekend A. And we missed you, Crystal, but we know that grandbabies come first.
Absolutely.
And then we were treated to pizza. Thank you very much. You know who you are. One evening, and I love La Rosa's pizza, so we like to get that when we're there. And that was most of our 14, right?
Yep. And then we went out to
And Deb Hoban,
Yeah. And we went out to Third Eye Brewing.
and we all get to
the
go to
last
Third Eye
night-
Brewery.
The last night together.
Yeah, to have, so that was fun. That was a lot of fun, and we just had a great time. Let's
Walking
see.
around, talking to people. There was
Alicia Fanciful Flamingo was also with us. Nancy Disorderly Stitcher.
Sandy stitching with Sandy.
Yeah, so you know, there were a lot of floss tubers amongst us, and the camaraderie. It was just a lot of fun. I am not a late night stitching room stitcher. I learned that last year. I popped in and said hello on the last night. I think it was the last night.
Well, we went to say goodbye to Steph, who ironically, when we were waiting for our Uber at 4 a.m., they were still there in the stitching room.
They were just ending.
So,
But it looked like it was a great time. It looked like a great great group of stitchers.
Yeah, we saw actually some of the last people we saw was cross country cousin Cross.
Yes, Alex and Neil were in there. A couple of friends that they found became friends at their table, and they were just going back to their hotel room. So they really, they also uploaded on their Instagrams a vlog that they did from Stitchcon, which was fun. That was a lot of fun. Neil, we hope you're feeling top notch now.
Jessie Marie, we met Jessie Marie.
Yes.
Just so many people. There
the
was
creator of Whipco, the one and only.
Yeah, there was 2 young girls. I say young. They were, one was college age, one was a little older.
Oh, definitely could be our kids.
Working on these beautiful
Zoe and I forget the other's name.
Yeah.
Just
8 years.
amazing.
One girl has been doing it for 8 years, and she's 75% done. No, it's not her only whip, and the other one was doing it. She'd been doing it for 5 years, and
1 over 1.
1 over 1. It was
Gorgeous
amazing work.
Gorgeous.
But everything, we walked around, and there was just some beautiful, beautiful handiwork. There was a lot of Welcome to the North Poles that I saw, so that brought on some conversations.
The brag table, as always, was amazing. I actually took a picture of a few things or charts that I want to look for.
I did do a video, and I'll insert it, of the brag table. A short clip of just scanning the room. I believe I took one of the one smalls exchange. I did not get back to do the other 2 smalls exchanges, but it gives you an idea of what people do.
It was just wonderful. Yeah. It was just wonderful. We have yet to decide what 2024 is going to bring in regards to where we're going to be, what we're going to do. We have a couple of things that we're talking about and hoping to do, and we'll see what happens. But we did have an amazing time. Thank you to Keepsakes, to Barbara, to Stephanie, the whole gang. The work does not go unnoticed, and thank you so much. That was just amazing.
Absolutely.
And it was nice to carve out a little bit of time to talk with Pam and Steph, knowing that it's kind of that main connection, and it's always nice that they take time to chat with us mainers. There was
a few states. They do go by states, and that was kind of neat. Missy and I were the only main group on weekend B. There was a handful from weekend A.
I didn't know that Raylene and I don't know who she went, but some of them that in Southern Maine that meet with us at Panera, I knew she was there because she won one of the raffles, and I saw a picture. I was like, oh,
that's awesome.
Go. Probably we talked about it, and I just forgot.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, it was just. I enjoyed every minute. Going from one year to the next, I was really able to flit around and chat with people and hit the freebie table a couple times. I didn't do too bad.
You did good. I don't think. Oh, I had one item from the freebie table that you brought to me.
Yep. And there was everything from old charts that Paula Vaughn's 1980s to Beth found some brand new charts. They were brand new and modern, and so everything in between. I picked up a couple of wool applique kit or patterns that we gave to Mom. She really liked them.
Oh, good.
I said, I don't know what's in there, but there was full patterns. You opened it up. It was amazing.
Oh shoot, I bought this too.
Yes, those were popular. She puts her stand and her iPad right here and all her Stitchy accoutrement. So
that's very fun. I call it a travel tray. I can travel from room to room with it.
And they gave everybody this at the very end when you were leaving, which is kind of neat. They do this last year.
Little thank you gift.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see. It's got 310 the cat and 2023 and a bicycle because it's their theme for the year. Adventure awaits.
So, very long video. Thank you for sticking with us. We do want to tell you that in our upcoming video, we're going to talk about our time spent in Ohio prior to going to Stitchcon and all of
its wonderfulness.
All of the stuff. We do have some breaking news coming.
Good. Nothing bad.
Good stuff coming.
Great announcements.
Yep.
So
And what was the third? Oh, and we'll start talking about what we're gonna do in July.
yep. Yep. Our plans for
If
July.
anyone's interested.
So end of the week, a few more days. We don't know if it's gonna be Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah,
we'll
well-
figure it all out.
Do you have any 4th of July plans?
I don't
Your
think
husband
so.
on call?
I don't think so. I don't think so. So
It's a Tuesday, so
yeah,
you're working before and after, right?
of course.
They don't give you Monday off,
No,
right?
no.
No, because Monday's the 3rd. You'll earn your 4th
I'll
off.
earn my 4th off. Yeah. So
I don't think we have any plans either, which is fine. Mike is in the midst of, he planted a garden. He's doing some food plots.
we're building the shed. We'll probably work on building the shed.
Yep, he's got a building he's starting to work on, and so probably just we're kind of home for the summer and settling in for waiting on baby.
Waiting on baby. We're looking at what next year might hold.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what's out there. So if you have ideas for smaller retreats, or I mean, we know that there's a list on Sable Stitchers.
Yep.
But send us what you
Oh,
know.
we got to
too.
meet Roberta and send a video to Lenny,
Yep.
and that was fun.
Yeah,
See, I'm
Roberta-
thinking about all these
Yeah.
things. now
Roberta
that we're
is so
talking.
nice.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
nice. So
nice.
tall. For
Taller
me,
than you expected.
Yes.
Yeah,
as
so it was
usual.
great. Anyway, thanks for bearing with us.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a few days.
All right. Thanks for stopping by.
All right,
Bye.
window